All right. I'm in a no nonsense mood.
Okay.
So
Okay, all right.
tonight's slop needs to
It needs to deliver?
deliver.
Okay.
Business slop.
Okay.
We're business slopping. All right. No nonsense.
If
Here.
this flop is not worth picking up, if it doesn't pick you up, then we're in trouble.
Sorry if your slop happened to hit the bottom of this list, but you caught me in a mood.
Oh, this is gonna be tough.
You caught me in a mood.
Tough judging.
All right. You caught me in a mood. Sometimes it happens. You never know. You know, you never know what the judges are going through. You know, so that's what it is. Gonna ref a tight game tonight. It is what it is. You don't want the ref to try to be the star. That's not the point. Don't throw yourself in there. Don't make any extra calls you don't need to. But when you make the calls, you judge them harsh and fair. That's what we're doing tonight. All right? Just letting you know. It is what it is, man.
How you doing?
Yep, I'm all right.
You're
Just,
good,
you
yeah.
know, need some energy. So I'm doing a little
A little of this.
of this,
a little of that.
a little of that. Port.
Already on
Aged
it.
10 years.
Already on it. Nice bouquet. Smells good. Yeah.
Aged.
Mm.
Decade old. Yeah, doing a little port.
You gotta live a little.
Gotta live a little. You got your beer.
Yeah, I got my Bavaria over there.
There you go.
Having fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's tasty. It's cold.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I ate some imperial rolls before coming here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good, good. There you go.
So.
I had some souvlaki earlier as well. You know, I know what awaits me tomorrow. So I'm living it up today.
Live like it's your last.
Live like
day
it's my
on
last.
this earth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's okay. It's gonna. I think you're strong, and you're gonna be like.
I think it'll be okay
yeah,
too.
Exactly.
I think it'll be
It's
okay
gonna
too.
be great.
But you're gonna notice a change in my battery levels. You know. So, that being said, yeah, I've been just living it up, and whatever the fuck this is, we're gonna try to hit the bottom of this list, because this represents the end of the first trough.
The first delivery.
The first trough. The trough is nearly at its end. We've worked our way really close to the bottom. We didn't finish off last time. We're gonna do our best to finish off this time. And then from here, you know, we can talk about the re-up. We can reopen the gates. We can try to see what else is new that's popping in. But more than enough to consume in the meantime. You know? And with that, like I said, tonight, no nonsense. I'm going to judge your nonsense with a no-nonsense attitude. This is what's up.
You need all elements of laughter. You need all the ha-ha, the guffaws.
We'll see what it is. Yeah, last year's slop, exactly. Technically, this is cleaning up 2022, so to speak. Yeah, how's everybody doing? Golem, how you doing? Me and my friends started a band. We call ourselves 999 Megabytes. We're really good, but we haven't got a gig yet.
Wow. Well, you're missing 25, buddy.
See? Yeah. Technically, right? The problem is that you thought you were clever.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, like I said, no nonsense.
No nonsense. Next.
Scud Nate, the one who snuck the video in. How you doing? Not here with any random fact like I normally do. However, I will mention, started playing Tekken 7 recently.
Nice.
Again, after the Tekken World Tour. Discovered the netcode has improved significantly. Like I played with Americans with no weird drops or anything, with the game having 3-frame rollback locked in. It's the weirdest netcode I've experienced. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I know it went through, there was that, the rollout, there was the Kunimitsu rollout where they said we're going to improve it once again and that we've been working on it.
Okay.
And then that was supposed to improve it for a lot of people. And again, if you're within that umbrella, then that's cool. I believe that the consensus was essentially like, you know, you could get your matches, and, you know, to be fair, from launch you could still get your matches in with Tekken, but it was just a matter of like, you might fight against somebody with ridiculous packet loss, and you might just run into some weird freezing problems. You might run into some
Fun.
you know, some shit that feels bad. You would run into some of that in the you'd have trouble completing brackets as well when you did the mini tournaments and things like that too. So, you know, I've gotten some nights looking better than others with Tekken 7, and I think that was kind of the issue that people were having with it. Not that it was like not that it was like garbage netcode, but more just it was one of the like inconsistent, you know, compared to some of the other games out there. So yeah, I know people in different configurations were eventually under the umbrella of quality, but of course until you properly do this so that it's going to be everybody under that umbrella, you're going to have problems for some places, some iterations, and some permutations. I hope Arika does their job, though. They said they're on the case.
Yeah, they're helping.
Let's see what happens. Cool. Tekken 7 is a pretty nice package, online notwithstanding. Although, so part of that package was, frame data with a price tag on it.
Yes, true.
You know. I guess what I'm thinking about it, it's like you have like they probably looked at it and went like, okay, that game had a really long tail, right? When did the fucking arcade version launch with Akuma in it? Like super long ago, right? So they probably looked at it as like, okay, we're gonna need some drastic justification of continued development on this product.
Yeah.
And we're gonna need like a massive injection of money wherever we can get it. And selling a new stage and a new character is going to do some of that, but they probably went like, we need to find other ways to monetize. Let's monetize the frame data. Bad idea, bad decision, because at the end of the day, it still doesn't feel great from the consumer point of view to be taking information like that and putting a price tag on it. However, I bet you that's probably what they were going through, is they're like, this super long life cycle for this game, we're at the point where we would probably be talking about the next project or the next thing. But instead, we're still on the same one, and everyone who's bought it still has it. How do we
re-inject
some money into this situation?
Life.
Yeah. So, anyway, good luck to Tekken.
I bought the frame data. I did.
Tree Leaf Boy, how you doing? So sad Scott Adams died of Ligma. Who the hell is Scott Adams? There you go. Zero Arteria, how you doing? What's up, everyone? Greetings from MI. Dealing with another snowstorm. Recently finished Victory Gundam, and woof! Highest kill count in a Gundam series that has no colony drop. Apparently Tomino was depressed at the time. Stay awesome and safe, Wool Nutters. Yes. Ooh. Victory Gundam. Was Tomino depressed at the time? I don't know. Go watch the Bikini Babe assault scene and tell me whether or not you think the creator was going through some stuff. Yeah, I haven't seen Victory, but I've seen that. There's some really just... It's not that the kill numbers are high, it's more that the kill numbers are brutal. Yeah. You either know or you don't. You can go watch it. It's just... There's a scene in that where... the Bikini Assault Squad just tries to attack, and it's just super, just what the fuck, weird, and yeah, brutal and weird.
Okay then. Big violence, big troubling.
Yeah, well, it's just a bunch of girls in bikinis just attack the main character in his Gundam, and he kills them with his Gundam, and they're just on foot boosting around with their jetpacks, and it's just he's got like a beam saber, and it's just fucking crazy, and it's just extremely like over the top with it, and that's cool. That you're just trying to fuck up the teenage like pilot, because that's what you do. Bit of that Hitman sexy assassin nun energy. If you've ever seen the Hitman Absolution like stuff, no? Okay, Hitman has to fight off a bunch of assassin sexy nuns at some point, and it's a weird one.
I see.
Yeah. It's just there's just like it's a little not as like that thing goes into some other weird territory, but like No, Victory Gundam I've heard about, like the fucked up shit in that. Yeah. The Hitman Nuns is just like let's like emphasize how sexy the body is as we're snapping the neck of the you know what I mean? It's just this like what are you going for here?
Okay, yeah.
Like, is that a dead body or is that like a sexy nun? Is it both? Okay, how are we playing this? What are we doing? What are you going for? Why is this weird? This is weird.
This is weird. Okay.
You know, that's it. Yeah. Anyways. Lionkin, how you doing? Hey guys. To put you in a laughing mood, and I'm gonna share some of the dumbest amazing names in Gundam. I promise I have made none of them up, and they're all major characters. South Burning, Lock On Stratos, Chickabee Crockett, Alleluia Haptism, Jim Gingham, Paptimus Sirocco, yeah, Quattro Vagina. Well, listen, Vagina or Vagina, whatever you want to take it as, but apparently, according to when you ask directly, he said that it was because it was directly supposed to be vagina because
I see.
God, like, yeah, no, we know. Jamatov Hyman, a new returner, revival. Bring Stabity. And my personal favorite, the man who inherited Shar Aznable's legacy, full frontal. Have a good stream, guys. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. Space names are weird.
For years, right? For years.
I mean, they got weirder over time, I guess. But yeah. Look, man, there's a lot of Gundam out there.
Yeah.
Some of it's great, some of it's stupid. This is going to happen whenever we talk about any franchise that's been running since 1978. Okay? It's like it's been a long time. There's a lot of shit. It's, you know. Yeah. All right. Cappuccino Grill. Need some slop with my beer and ramen, Woolie. May the season finale of Woolie versus whatever anime be gloriously filled with lol. Hope so. Hey, HDM Executioner. If you ain't here to party and your ass gotta go. Favorite Get Turned songs to get you going? Maybe for punching up or for hype? What's your walkout music? Oh, I mean, you know, I guess. Talked about this over the years. I've always hyped up good old Back to Rise. I mean, to be perfectly honest, like, my hype up music is the shit you hear in the playlist when the stream is loading, right? You hear Vortex Infinitum, you hear that, you hear, you know, Devil Trigger, you hear a playlist of songs that I'm fucking hype on. So, you know, anything there that's obviously like more video game anime oriented or so that's not going to get copyright struck.
There are so many styles that call to me, like in anime, in hip hop, you know, like Fatman Scoop screaming on a track that always gets me going. I don't even care what he's saying. He's getting paper. I'm down with it. Fatman Scoop, yeah, okay, that's good. Anime, I'll put some intro from a random anime, like Attack on Titan, you know, some Demon Slayer on the side. I'm in. Like, there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, been a Muse fan forever. Been talking and that's been my jam. I like acid jazz a lot. I like a band called Kobayashi. Their shit is sick. I don't know. Pretty Lights is cool. They do some good shit. Obviously, Kendrick is the shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, there's a lot. There's a lot out there. Yeah. Much love, boys. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Romulux420. Appreciate you. Call me Nerf. We'll lead you out here, keeping it real. Here's to 3 months and many more to come. How about that Shadow of the Erd Tree announcement? Yeah, like I said, I'm hyped for Elden Ring DLC. The only thing I'm not hyped for is how fucking terrible that name is.
Shadow of the Erd Tree
is the name of the Elden Ring DLC.
You don't like the name?
It's just the most boring bland, forgettable, stupid, generic fucking name for a thing ever. Shadow of the Blah? Like, come on, guys. We've done this. We've been there, all right? We've done it. Shadow of the Colossus came, did its thing, cool. You know, Shadow of the Mordor, Shadow of Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Rise of the Dawn of the War of the Face of the...
I see. Damn, no nonsense.
It's just enough with the fucking naming conventions on these things. You know? Shadow of the Soul of the Dawn of the Face of the War of the... Right?
Okay, you wanted something better.
I made a joke like 5 or 6 years ago where it was just like a slot machine where you can just crank the name syllables or things together and, you know, and get like, yeah, War Dawn, or you might get Dawn War, or you might even get Dawn of War. You know, you might get War Face, or you might get Shadow War or War Shadow, or you might
Faces of War.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
You might get fucking whatever. All of that, you know. Rise of the War, Rise of the Dawn, Rise of the Shadow, Shadow of the Rise. It's just games are not okay. And
not okay.
We can do better, man.
Games are on autopilot.
We can just do better with that shit. Fucking pick something that's interesting that we haven't seen 8 variations of before. You know, don't stick a Revelations on the end of it. For the love of God, don't stick Reloaded on the end of it. Jesus Christ with the Reloaded.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen a more just fucking jerk off, like, yeah, we've seen the Matrix. Like literally, like, okay, Revelations, I get it. It's a biblical reference. Yeah. It's the last book of the Bible. So it's uncreative because it's been overplayed, but
Was
fine.
Matrix Reloaded the first Reloaded?
Yes!
Yeah.
Because the Matrix is software that needs to be reloaded, but also it's about guns being reloaded, because that's also a thing to the Matrix. So it worked in that context for what they were doing, because that's what they're about.
And then
everyone else was like, that's fucking cool. We can do it too. Is your thing about software and guns being reloaded? No? Okay. Well, let's just do it anyway. And it's just it's so stupid when anyone else does it, because I'm like, it's just the wrong word. But it caught on because, hey, everyone might recognize, and hey, if people recognize it, then that's good.
That's kind of lazy, right?
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
Okay.
I hate it. You know? Sure, unless you want to throw in fucking Metallica's Load and Reload in there. But that's not, but Reloaded as the, like, you know, sequel / whatever thing to throw at the end of your thing is just done. It's just done and boring. Anyway.
No nonsense. Put that on the board. Reloaded, whack.
Look, man. Yeah, not everything needs to be 3.0 plus 1.0. You cannot write a good movie. In brackets. You cannot write a good conclusion to your world. Not everything needs to be that creative and wild either. But we can just, you know, I don't know, man. We can find good names for things. We can find fun names for things still. Yes. You know, it's a great name. You know, like I haven't really felt like, oh, what a good name for a thing in a long time, right? There's very few of those things these days, but I call them out when I see them. You know, it's a great name for a thing.
Hit me.
Get Out.
Yeah. That hits.
You know, it's a great name for a thing. Nope. Excellent.
It's pretty good.
Haven't seen that. To the point. Fresh. Done. Simple. Effective.
You got the effect you want.
You know? Banal.
I can't believe they went
right.
That. Yeah.
Just that's it. Like, there's a lot out there that is just like, okay, you can still do things, man. You know, like, yeah, I appreciate the bits when you see them, and sometimes there's shit where it's like, oh, you should have went with the other thing, like, whatchamacallit, The Day After Tomorrow, okay. Tom Cruise. Like, original name, all you need is kill.
Yeah.
Like,
That would have been very interesting.
Would have been weird for Hollywood.
Yeah.
I would have loved it personally, but they might have been like, "What is that? Why is it called that?" Right?
Exactly.
So
I find it curious.
Yeah, but there's times where you see like I saw there's an ad for so there's a new I guess it's a Netflix movie or show or something. But what wrong movie? Edge of Tomorrow. You see that? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Case in point. Case in point. Right? I said, what did I say? I said The Day After Tomorrow.
After Tomorrow, and then you said Tom Cruise, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, Tom Cruise movie.
Right. And
I didn't bother.
Yes. And The Day After Tomorrow is what? That's the disaster
movie.
Yes. Yeah. The Edge of Tomorrow is what I actually meant. Did it fucking matter?
You understood what we were talking about.
That is my point right there.
But that's cool. That's cool.
The fact that it didn't matter was exactly my point. Your brain melded that shit. And we just moved on. And then someone went, oh, wait, hold on. Wasn't that? And here we are, right?
And everybody was like, yeah.
That's exactly
the wrong thing. Okay.
When blah. So anyways, that it shows you how much that name doesn't fucking land, unfortunately. I was saying I saw an ad for I think it's a movie, like a horror movie, like that's like called The Blackening, and it's like basically an all black cast in a horror movie.
Okay.
And I haven't seen the trailer. I don't know anything.
And they all die at the same time.
Well, so this is what I'm saying, right? So the poster, right, is like a whole bunch of characters, and it says like The Blackening right at the bottom, and then the text at the top says, "We can't all die first."
Damn.
And I was like, "Oh, that should have been the name of the movie."
Yeah.
The name of the movie should have been "We Can't All Die First." And like right away, you like that's a name you would notice, think about, immediately commit to memory, and be like, "Oh shit,
you know what that's about."
1,000,000%. But instead, that was just a marketing tagline when it should have been the name of the movie, right? Similarly, if you don't want to call the movie "All You Need Is Kill," fine. Live, Die, Repeat would have worked excellently as well. That was the tagline for Edge of Tomorrow, right? It was, and apparently, what, like, I read something where I'm not sure how true this is, because hey, like I said a day or two ago, we are on the internet. You hear a thing, you read a thing, you hear it's whatever. So this is something I read, but apparently that movie struggled initially on release, and then they only started doing the Live, Die, Repeat marketing like post-release, and that helped like clarify it and push it, and then it did better in Blu-ray on DVD as well. Apparently. So something about like pushing that narrative helped the people understand what the movie was about, and that makes a lot of sense to me. If that's true, that makes a lot of sense, because that thing is that was like a compelling, simple way to push what this movie is going to be when you go into it if you don't know what to expect, right? And Edge of Tomorrow doesn't tell you anything. That could be a movie about anything.
It's very vague.
It's such a cool movie about a really cool thing, but that could be a description about anything.
It could be like
a love story.
It could be Vanilla Sky.
A disaster movie.
It could be
a fucking weird ass put your mask on and go have creepy fucking Hollywood like sex parties. You know what I mean? It could be any other one of his movies, dude. Like, just,
something that you need a title that hooks people.
You need a title that hooks, but you also need a title that hasn't been done a million times, that actually stands out and does a thing. And it's not why. Yeah, and it's not easy to fucking, always land one, but for the love of God, that doesn't mean you gotta settle on
Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear. What's this movie about?
Bear that snorts cocaine and goes on a rampage.
Hobo with a shotgun.
All right.
What are we doing? We fucking around?
You know what's going on.
What are we doing? Mm-hmm. To the point, man. Just let's fucking get to it. Kill Bill. Absolutely. Kill 6 billion demons. Shout out Abaddon. What's the name of this comic? Kill 6 billion demons.
Okay.
Understood.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Right? We can do this. We can fucking get better names going. Just try to do something that hasn't been done forever. You know? All right. Yeah. One Punch Man. What does he do? Okay. Understood. Anyways, yeah, that's where we're at. What set me off? I don't remember. Anyways, Shadow of the Erdtree.
Yes, that's where we started.
Fucking yawn. Come on, FromSoft. Please. You know, something, anything.
Trying to be deep. That's what's going on?
No, it's not trying to be deep. It's just trying to be a title.
It's okay.
It's just trying to be it's just trying to be a
it's not trying to be more than that.
No, it's just the title of a thing.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Served. You want a title? This is it.
Yeah. Okay. It's like, the Erdtree has burnt. We're in the shadows of it now. We're in the dark times and the implications of the shadow in physical space, but also in time and also whatever. Darkness, shadow, or no, we know. It's okay. All right. No nonsense.
No nonsense whatsoever.
Not in the mood. Welcome to fantasy titles. Yeah, fantasy. I mean, once you decide to lock into your genre and not like fuck around with it, this is what we get too. Again, that doesn't mean we need to swerve the other way and go, is it okay to pick up girls in a dungeon? I've reincarnated as a vending machine in Dragon Quest. My whatever is whatever in a Dragon Quest MMO setting. Like, we don't need the goddamn paragraph, like, short story things that Japan's up to, because that shit's just like, oh my god, that shit's going in a whole other direction too, right? But we can do things. Yeah. Every single story taking place inside a Dragon Quest MMO. Always and forever. That's the only setting that we fuck with now. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I
okay,
do.
I was like, I'm just
yeah,
making sure you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's oof. And then you just kind of take the first two syllables and then like abbreviate it into that. Queequeg, how you doing? Can't believe Pat was so pressed that he predicted Scott Adams' advice and left Montreal like a year ahead of schedule. Well, I don't really get what Scott Adams has to do with Montreal, but okay. Sure. I'm still very much in love with this city. I really, really like it, just for the record.
Yeah. It's one of the best cities in the world.
So, like, I don't quite get it, but all right. Sure. The Tunnel Homer, how you doing? Can't wait to see what the community has in store for you tonight. Hope the top 10 hottest Sonic characters is on there somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, man, if that is on the list, I will judge it harshly but fairly. But I will judge it. Captain Pile Driver, how you doing? 51 months, still here, man. It's been a while, seeing Reggie go from innocent cherry boy when he first started and that to that back alley space hooker who'll fuck everything that moves is an escalation in these few years. Well, what can I say? What is there to say on that? It's been quite an evolution in the eyes of the viewer, hasn't it?
I don't know what's going on.
From the moment we started, you might, if you were to go back, notice many a times that I snorted and chuckled and laughed and guffawed even to myself because I know who I'm sitting next to, but you don't yet. And it was my thought that over time you might slowly discover what was going on.
It has happened a few times that you're like, you see who this guy is, and like I'd be like, ah.
But there was a solid few years of people like going, protect his innocent smile, and I'm just like, you don't know. You know nothing, you fools. You fools in the dark who know so little.
Wow.
You know? I know what's going on.
Wow.
And you'll soon, maybe, given the opportunity to present itself as it has. And now you see, for the first time, your eyes are opened and you're like, wow, look at this evolution. Look at this development of character.
I've changed. The game has changed me, Woolie.
Like, bitch!
Woolie.
Just because the fucking guck is out of your eye for the first time and you rubbed it and you opened them and looked and saw what was in front of you and you're like, oh no, it's an arc, it's changed. We're in a full-on like fucking Shippuden, you know?
Yeah, man.
Reggie Form 3. No! It's been here the whole time. You knew nothing. God damn it, man.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
You can go back and hear that in my voice. I'm just laughing because I know. I'm like, you know, they don't. You don't know shit. But they're just like, wait, what? Huh? And I'm like, yeah. Oh, God. Yes.
You know.
That is the funniest shit, man.
I'm a presentable person.
There you go.
Know?
Yes.
Maybe you can introduce me to your parents.
Absolutely.
You know.
There you go.
Well spoken.
Well spoken. Polite. You know. Yep. All there.
Mm-hmm.
All there.
Yes.
The evolution.
It's true. If you go to the very beginning,
yes.
You know?
The mask comes off. Wow! What a character evolution. What a journey. The hair gets tucked back.
Now I'm motivated.
All right. Not Soy, how you doing? All these trailers and I'm still dreaming of DMC5 Dante in a fighting game and Kiryu and Tekken, but at least one is reasonably likely. Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool, you know. We got basically 2 versions of Dante to fuck with. You could just throw on a couple extra moves and that would be cool. But it would also be cool to see, you know, Nero, who we haven't seen at all. It'd be cool to see V, who we haven't seen at all. It'd be cool to see other people, you know. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I just want to see the things we haven't seen yet, you know. Illicit Donut. Hey guys, how you doing?
What up?
What's up? NB Usagi. What's good, Woolie? Sending you love to you and Reggie always. Good health vibes. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Bunny.
Much love. Hearts. Exilator, how you doing? Thank you for the 40 months as well. What up my toothpastes? With the theme of tonight's stream in mind. Where is this going? Okay. With the theme of tonight's stream in mind, when was the last time you did the thing where you tried showing a video you thought cool to someone thinking they'd love it, just to be met with a total blank of the other person not liking it or getting it? Maybe even followed by awkwardly trying to explain what's good funny. Hard mode, not Punch Mom's music taste. I will have you know that I have not done that to anyone in decades because I am so hyper aware of what it's like to be on the receiving end of that I would rather just like dodge out on the potential, because it's so fucking cringe when you whiff on those when you're trying super hard that I just not even, and I'll be like, I'll tell you about it or even send you a link to it or you can go check it out on your own. But that thing, I am so hyper aware of how badly it goes wrong that I do not inflict that on people. I will, even when it comes to Punch Mom, and I want to, and like if I want to try to check out something or whatever, it is after like getting a feel for what you're gonna like, what your tastes are, and what, and you know what's a good recommend. But anytime I recommend something to you or so, that's not just coming up like organically on the air, but it's just like, oh yeah, you should check this thing out or whatever.
Usually on point.
I'm trying to be very like,
here you go, you might like this thing, just.
You can't do that to people, and like it's a fucking rookie mistake. It is just, it's just, there's no other way to put it when you're like, you're into your things and you want the other people to be into your things. And so you just go to the ends of the earth to like,
sometimes it's so hard to just like be like, take the time to do it and then we'll talk. And that they're going to do it and you have to wait until they come back and you have all these things that you want to talk about.
Or you just don't wait and you put it on and you stare at them while they watch the thing and you wait for them to feel the same things you felt when you watched it.
Did you see that? What did you think?
Did you like it? Did you like it? Did you enjoy it?
Let me back it up. I think you didn't.
Did you really? Did you? Daichi wo fumishimete. Kimi wa mezamete yuku. Did you like it?
It's time to call my Uber. Yeah, that was fun.
No nonsense tonight.
No nonsense.
We're not fucking around.
Whatsoever.
We're not fucking around. All right? You can't do that to people. Don't do that to people. It's not worth it. Even if they come out the other side being like, oh yeah, being polite on the receiving end of it. Don't do that to people. All right? Should I put someone on blast right now? I have in the past.
It's your stream,
but there's all anything you repeat from the past might be a new audience, new time.
Right, new audience, new time. Oh yeah, okay.
All right, listen. All right, you have to understand.
Protect the innocence.
You have to understand. Okay.
Oh boy.
Min's a good guy. He's a good guy. We've known him a long time. We've got a whole lot of time and basis to the friendship, and we've got our tastes where they line up, and we got our tastes where they divulge.
A lot of time together, you work together.
Yeah, and they divulge. Known him a long time, known you a long time, yada yada. You remember the old basement back in my mom's place.
Yep, I visited it once.
Right, long time ago.
Fateful birthday.
Yep.
Day.
Min came over, adamant, and to be fair to him, I think after this he learned the lesson. So it's not like we're going back to say what the fuck. Like, no, I think he got it after this because
you were young.
We've talked about it,
right? You guys were young. You were learning.
Solidus remembers. I told this story a long time ago. Min really wanted us to watch this new anime that dropped called Suzumiya Haruhi.
The melancholy of Suzumiya.
The melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya.
Right. Yeah.
But it was to be presented cold, without context, episode 0, which is a complete parody of what the whole story is about, in deliberate low budget form, in the form of a shitty student project. And it's a 10-minute episode or whatever. And it was just like, what the fuck is this?
What did you just watch?
What is this? I mean, I've heard of this thing. I haven't checked it out because it doesn't really seem to be my thing. But it was a very, very like textbook case of no context. I'm just gonna hit play, just watch it, and we just watched it, and like what the
hell am I watching?
Yeah, and he really thought it would land, and it hit crickets, man.
So that's the time you kicked him out of your house.
Right? I don't think that was the result.
No, okay.
I don't think that was the result, but he fucking went for it, man. And I was just like, and it's like, what is this? And it's just like, yeah, no, classic, like, play refused to elaborate, right? Okay. Except, like, no, I didn't enjoy that. I don't know what that was. That bothered me, actually. I kind of hated it. That sucked. What the fuck was that? Like it's a student parody of it's a student film parody of what the whole show's gonna be. Okay, cool. Right.
And
Got
did
it.
you get to episode 2?
I sure did. And then and then it was like, oh well, let's give. I forget if I watched it on my own or if we gave it a 1-shot, 2-shot.
Okay.
I forget what because this is literally over a decade ago.
Like 2006.
Yeah,
maybe?
Yeah, maybe 2006.
Yeah, because I had a friend who was like, "You need to watch it. You need to watch it," and I never did.
So I gave it the 3-4 episode test, as I do for stuff that's like back in the day, 26 episodes. I'm like, I'm gonna feel it out for about 4 episodes, see where this goes. That should be enough time to get the first arc out of the way and into the real shit. See what this really is going to be, right? Anime has a tendency, especially back in that era when you're covering 26 or 52 episode seasons, maybe even 13. In that case, you can do 1 or 2 episodes. But the first episode is going to be some wild shit that's going to be actually like tonally super dissonant and different from everything else it's going to be because they're just trying to upset your expectations. Yeah. Some wild shit's going to pop off, and at the end of the episode, it's going to be like, oh my God, something crazy happened. Someone died, something, whatever. And then the real thing is going to start. And then, or you jump forward or back in time. And then the next episode starts, and then you get a setting introduction for real this time, and a character introduction for real this time, and then they might meet somebody at the end of that episode or 2 or so, but you set up the group or whatever it is. And then about 3, you get that 4, you get that the first arc comes to a close, or things start to. So you usually that was about enough time to kind of figure out what the fuck was going on, right? Okay. Well, anyways, I forget if we watched it immediately after, via him going like, no, let's pop on the next one, or if I did it myself. I feel like we did it right there and then, but
that initial shock.
Now I don't know if you know about the show. Do you know about Haruhi?
No, I still haven't seen it.
Okay, so the whole bit is that its episodes are all out of order.
And I remember hearing about something about that.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't hated a show so aggressively.
Okay. Yeah, you've said enough. Now I can see why.
Like the episode 0 bit in retrospect is kind of hilarious in that was like so fucking confusing, but that confusion is now preferable to what actually came in the form of the real thing. I fucking loathe that show and its pacing and everything they were doing. I don't care where it goes. I don't care that she's, well, whatever spoilers that I've heard about it. Mm-hmm. I can't stand them talking. I can't stand the pacing. I can't stand the way it moves. The way it carries itself. It's fucking annoying to me. I super hate it. And it was out of order bit as well. I don't find it cute. I don't find it entertaining. I don't give a fuck. You're not Pulp Fiction. I don't care.
You were attacked.
I just, man, what a miss on that.
Like, why are they messing with me?
Yeah, anti-recommend on that, man.
Wow.
I'm not
still,
but it popped the fuck off. It got huge.
Yeah,
and the dance became the thing of the era, right? The dance became the thing of the era, and it became representative of what it was to go to an anime con in the mid-aughts. I saw a fucking tweet that was like, oh, like modern anime fans would never know that this was emblematic of our time, and it was just a color scheme of like the Sailor Fuku and then like her hair and then the yellow thing and then the armband thing or whatever. And I'm just staring at these colors like, I don't know what this is, but I kind of hate it. And then I click the comments and it's like, oh, it's the Haruhi. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, you're giving me fucking, that's why you're giving me flashbacks, you're giving me PTSD on that. All right. No, it was such a thing at the time, and it became a bit where I just remember like the people that I was like in the club space with and stuff would be like talking about, coordinating the cosplay dance they were going to do on stage at the show, at the con and stuff. And it just became huge, but I'm just like, I couldn't be further out. Like, yeah. I haven't hated a thing
looking
like
at
that
people with contempt
in a long time. I haven't hated a thing like that. I mean, shit. Like, the last thing I hated harder than that was fucking 1999 Hunter x Hunter. Anyways, that whole bit just reminds me. Yeah, it's just like what an off guess, you know? And it was a play, watch, no context, and it was a whole lot of men checking in.
So did you like
checking in?
Yeah.
You know, seeing, hey, like, are you enjoying it?
That's something, huh?
All right.
Did you ever accept his recommendations after that?
Well, well, I mean, look, right? Sometimes things are just, you know, like, it's okay if tastes don't always overlap. He's not a Gurren guy, you know. He didn't dig the trigger thing, and that's okay.
That's right.
You know, we've had the discussion about DMC2, and he's clarified the DMC2 statements over the years. So there's that. Okay, no. Hold on though. He did recommend O's, Kamen Rider O's,
Okay.
which I didn't finish, but I got a good way into. I got at least halfway through it, and I did really like O's. And, you know, but it's Kamen Rider. I'm already in on the premise. You know what I mean? Like, once we're already in on the subject matter, like we're talking Toku or whatever, if he's like, yo, check out Garo or check out this season, it's like, yeah. We're already operating on the same thing. You know what I mean? So that's been the case. And he also gave me the first season of Terrace House as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, you know, I think when there's common ground established initially, we can follow up on top of that. But but I think the cold call was that day. That day was infamous, man. That was an infamous one. Boy, man.
That stains a reputation.
Like, I'm just laughing because it's been so long, because I forgot about the existence of this thing.
Yeah.
But I've never hated something more, dude. Oh, it just upset me every second of it. And I remember getting to like the third or like fourth and just like crawling. Like, I remember just like hitting the space bar and then like unpausing. And then the characters are doing their bit where they're doing the whole, and then I'm just like, okay, and then I just, I think I hit the credits on 3 or 4. I think so. It was torturous, man. It was so infuriating. I want to say, I don't know, but it wasn't really 3 or 4. It was whatever random number they attributed to it, right, because they're being fresh,
right?
You know. Anyways, yeah.
All I know from it is like there's a song from it.
Yeah, there's a dance.
God only knows.
There's a song, and nothing matters, right? because spoilers. I'll continue to.
That's okay.
In case anybody doesn't know what the deal with that is.
Back in your life, basically.
Yeah, no, and that era's gone, and the current era of Zoomers doesn't know anything about that era. I don't think that's just a. That's a wave of anime, you know, 2000s. It's a bit of that, like, yeah, it's just one of those, like, I don't know, man. Like, there was things that just took over and then kind of went with the time. And, like, I you know, like Homestuck, you hear about that. I haven't read it or seen it, but that created a wave. And
wait, Min is here?
Oh. Okay.
What happened?
I thought I was pretty fair on the recall. I think I was pretty fair on the recall.
What did he say?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
The only reason you didn't like Harry Woolie is because you got shit taste.
Because I got shit taste. Okay. All right. That's why.
Well, from the mathematicians, you know, like
Akumajo. Devil May Cry 2. It's cool, man.
Hold on.
It's cool.
Man.
No.
You didn't like DMC2, right?
No. It's okay. It's okay. We've moved past this point many times. We don't have to. It's not. Hey, look. Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann is not for everybody. It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. That's fine, right? JoJo might not hit. It might not hit, and that's okay. It's fine. I mean, you know, you can do your thing. It's all good. If my taste is shit, then what the fuck are you all doing here? What are you all sitting here doing, getting into the things that I talk about? Like, damn. Did I get you into some shit or what? Because, did you enjoy those things? Because, yikes, that might be.
You know, there are many shits. Sometimes it's a good shit, sometimes it's a bad shit. What do you want? You know? Can't always be good. Most of it is good, right? Most of it is perfect.
Yep. Anyways, this is, look, all right? We are...
No nonsense.
We're no nonsense. We're being nice. I didn't give Dungeon Fighter Online the time of day. That was another recommend that came in, but I'm sure if I did, I would have probably... found some of it cool, and you know, DNF Duel had some stuff I liked. So, yeah, Olive Branch, you know, it's not. Sometimes it's gonna land, and sometimes it ain't. All right. That shit was garbage, dog. It was garbage.
Damn, I can't believe it. Okay.
Wolf of Sound, how you doing? I'm so scared to see what the other tags we find out Reggie subscribes to through Mass Effect 3. Give it time. Side Character 101. Thank you for the support. Appreciate the donation. Very kind of you. Please watch the trailer for The Blackening. It's amazing. Is it? Yeah, I haven't seen it. Not gonna risk that live, but sure.
Oh,
are you okay?
God. I am not okay.
Damn. Half a beer?
Wow, it's not
really
beer.
Half a beer and you're dropping phones?
It's just my incompetence.
What's going on, bro?
I'm lit, son.
Jesus, get it together. You're a sloppy mess.
Wow, come on, Woolie. You know, I already know la modération a bien meilleur goût. See?
That is what the ad says. Yes. Yes, that is exactly what the billboard says. Wool, how you doing? Checked out the Revolutions podcast after you mentioned it a week ago. Pretty good coverage of the Haitian Revolution, and I learned plenty of new stuff even after teaching about it for years. Very cool. I'm glad you did. I haven't finished yet, so I still got to get there. But yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
it's a good one. Very
check
interesting.
It out. Learn myself some H.
It might. You know, it might. You might enjoy learning a thing or two about Haiti.
Yeah,
your fucking direct past in some ways. Yeah, no, for sure. I like a good history podcast. Those are fun listening if you've got the time. Kieran Fellwinter, how you doing? Thanks for the bits. Hey Willie, are you interested at all in taking a look at Mass Effect 3 multiplayer since the servers are still active?
Wow.
I think so. I've heard enough positive talk about it that I think I am curious. Yeah. You know, even if it's just in the form of watching some matches. Excuse me, some matches or figuring it out or whatever. I am kind of curious about it. Seems like it would take some setup, right? Because you got to go original game and then you got to go get to connect to the right servers and do the thing. I don't know. And ultimately though, like it's been brought up enough from you guys that I would be curious. Can't lie. So okay, I think with all the house cleaning taken care of,
we have reached the top.
With nothing further ado, with no one else to sweep under the couch.
No nonsense. Okay. Yeah, have a sip of port. Just get some smiles inside your body. Yeah. That's tasty stuff.
They figured it out. Those goddamn fucking... Those Portuguese figured it out, man. They got the wine. They got the wine going. And the chicken. And the custard. And the sausage. They got it going.
Good retirement plan, maybe?
They got it going. Portaboo. Okay. Okay. It's also fun to learn how many people that watch us are there currently. I didn't know there was such a huge overlap. There's a lot of fucking people that are like, oh, hey, caralho. Portugal, caralho. I was like, hey, damn, what's up? I heard from a lot of you guys. Okay.
Ready to watch some stuff?
Let's see where this is going.
So we have a tight race.
We do. 108 to 109. Reddit currently 1 point ahead. And we left off with the Pompoko balls against police.
That was the last one?
The police couldn't handle the Tanuki testicles. And that's where we left off. So let's pick it back up with DMC5 Combo Movie, Side N.
Ooh. You're going to have to walk me through this.
Whoops. Audio was muted for a second there. You know, technically... God. I hate how much... Every time DMC content comes up directly, like indirectly, it's a big part of what I talk about all the time, so it's going to make sense, but just going straight to it preemptively is just the weirdest because you haven't seen shit, right? So, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a combo video for a game that is pretty cool that you don't know.
That's very technical.
Yeah. So this is...
I like that you see the input.
This is in the lab.
And when he's holding the trigger, what is he like charging or whatever? Is he holding the right bumper?
Okay, so when there's it's probably been remapped for that to be the gun button, because you have a gun button and then you have an attack that when you charge up your shot, like Mega Man, you do a released version that's about way stronger. But the problem is when you hold it on the X button, you are going to get your fingers tired. So remapping it to a trigger button is often the more optimal way to do it. And if it's not that, then it's just a lock on.
Okay. Like, it's really cool that you can make combo videos in these kind of games.
Yep.
Like, I was watching, my partner was trying to get me to play a Tails game.
Tails?
Yeah, and I didn't know you could do combos in those games.
Yeah,
too.
the whole point of the Tails games is combos and juggling and stuff. Yeah.
But this is like the next level, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, again, we Shmup God Pat, our friend, got into them heavy, and was showing me some of the stylish stuff you could do. Like, it never quite clicked for me, but I do appreciate a good game that lets you do combo and style as a main mechanic.
Because the time that you played DMC5 next to me on this couch,
I don't know why your mic is so low for some reason. Maybe it's just the mix, but anyway. Go on.
But yeah, the time that you were playing on the couch and you showed me like, okay, hold the button to do like judgment cut and the moves.
We did.
Oh, this is
right. Okay, we did Bloody Palace, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're like, oh, try to do this move, and I was like, oh, this is technical. This is not easy. Like,
yes,
precise timing.
Absolutely. It asks the things of you that a fighting game does, except in a single player context, right?
Sick.
So that's super fucking nice. That's real cool. Yeah, the like, you know, like Final Fight and Streets of Rage and old beat 'em ups like that.
Yeah.
Like, those are games that are like, you know, you just kind of do the same combo against the same kinds of enemies forever, and then you get your quarter's worth of punching and kicking, and you can do some stylish stuff, but not much, you know? These games became all about all that one-frame shit, all that hyper-specific input shit that you like about a fighting game, but you're doing it against enemies that are also really good and really difficult at times, and, you know, you're just...
I'd like to see a multiplayer of this. Like, 2 players controlling a DMC5 character or whatever.
Well, you absolutely can do that, because our boy Hitchhiker, who's popped up from time to time, has taken it on himself to mod that into the game proper, because the game originally has a pseudo multiplayer system where you can see somebody else doing their mission while you're on one path, and then you're doing yours on a different path, and you kind of connect to each other for a brief moment and then separate. But there's no actual co-op gameplay element.
Co-op or fight one versus the other.
Exactly. And you know, modders like Hitchhiker were able to use that code, which allowed people to connect to each other and take it to the next level. It's pretty fucking sick. So the thing you just asked for was modded in by people. Cool.
Yo, I want some tournaments.
I mean, there's a whole lot. Yeah, that was pretty stylish, and the less you remember, the better, because it's just a bunch of flashing explosions and nonsense, so don't even worry about it.
Delete from mind.
Yeah. At the end of the day, though, like, I do have to say that, like a DMC5 combo video is a DMC5 combo video. It's gonna be fucking sick.
Yeah.
And
that's
I've watched a bunch of them. So that's cool. I got nothing else. Like,
no nonsense.
Well, I've seen a bunch of them. They're super cool.
I've seen it all.
That's all I got for you.
Yeah. So that's fair.
There's some great ones with you know,
it made me wanna like try it and see people do it more.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
That's the job.
I've seen I subscribe to some channels on YouTube of DMC exclusive content creators that just make stylish DMC shit. Yep.
Sick.
Okay. That's all I got. All right. Ozzy Man reviews Floridian alligators.
Hey, everyone. It's time for my critical analysis of Floridian alligators. Down under, we have crocodiles that you can hang out with and feed in the local bloody recreational swimming pool. But I don't know. From what I see on the internet, alligators in Florida could be cheekier and dodgier than our crocs. Yeah, nah, they appear to have a massive obsession with golf.
Not CG.
Florida,
You've seen that before, right?
Lays around on
not CG.
This clip of this alligator walking on a golf course,
right? And
everyone's like, "That's CG. That's not real. It can't possibly be that big." And it's like, it absolutely is that big. This is a real alligator walk. This is real. This is a real chunky boy walking across the fucking Florida golf course.
Yeah, that's fine. Take your time.
Yeah.
My friend Brian's parents.
Just take your place.
There's your scale.
Gee whiz, that is a fair fucking dinkum big unit of an alligator. Anyway, he's done his 18 rounds.
Imagine being the foursome behind this alligator.
So crocodiles are way smaller and have like sharper snouts. So they're like, the comparison this dude's making is like, why even?
Side thought, having a tail that long must be a pain in the ass. What's that, Shooter McGavin? You want to take your shot? Nah, how about I fuck you right in your posh, lush fairway? Wow. You like that? Feels good to me. I don't mind the renovation you've done to my jungle, to be honest. You're not gonna fight him. Put the 5-iron down, Grandpa. Actually, it's nice. Golfers and alligators living in harmony. Horses and alligators, on the other hand,
yikes.
not a lot of harmony. Get off my bloody prairie!
Yeah, don't do it.
It trots back to its
Don't
mate
do
for a
it.
high
If it
five,
gets one
wolf
bite,
bump. The alligator
death
responds,
roll,
"Whatever,
it's
I'm
over."
leaving anyway. Prairies are for pussies. I'm heading
What's
back
going
to the golf
on?
That's
course.
insane.
There's a
Also,
Florida man on
like,
the left, walking
alligators
forward.
will
The
like
carnivorous
bite their
creature.
like
Okay,
arms and legs
where's your
off, and
garbage,
I've seen
mate?
them like that limbs get ripped and
Grass,
shit.
more horses. They don't
If a
seem
horse
like
gets like a
they're
broken
in the
ankle,
chain at
Yeah.
all.
it's dead.
This one is getting bullied by a
Don't
baby.
fuck
Right,
around,
sounds
man.
It's
like
only a baby, to be fair, but come on, don't take this shit. Put your big girl teeth in and show these fucking lanky
Like
birds
horses
who's
are
boss.
big,
Now,
strong, and
is this
tough,
a common cause
but if
of
they're
Floridian traffic jams?
damaged at
Alligators
all,
getting picked on by
it's
other animals?
over.
Let me know in the comments section. She's like, bugger this. I'm not welcome on the prairie. I'm not welcome on the road. I'm going to go rendezvous with Chubbs at the bunker near hole 8. Wise decision, I say. Yeah, good idea.
See, is that a baby alligator or is it a crocodile though? Because the name, the nose looks so looks
Here's
sharper.
a smart-ass trash panda swimming like an alligator. This one at the back. I think it's trying to fool tourists. You're not going to trick old Ozzy Man. Oh, there's a real alligator there. Another baby. Come on, it's your time. Get some tucker. Oh, so close. Seriously, you guys got to feed them
Yeah,
something
no, that's
other
a
than
croc.
golf balls. This is in South Carolina, but close enough. The cheeky bastard probably traveled from Florida. They're definitely
Coming
evolving.
through.
It knows how to use a crosswalk.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Oh.
It's shouting, I will
Fuck
fuck
you.
you right in your fancy, smooth pedestrian
No, you
crossing.
don't.
You build this shit in my jungle, I'm gonna
My
fuck
spot.
it. Crikey, that should be a postcard. Someone make this frame a postcard. Crash zoom back to the gator. Overall, maybe I'll retire to Florida or South Carolina or somewhere equally bogan to Western Australia. Overeat, play golf. Yeah, it looks like fun. How you going, you big bloody beautiful bastards? Face, dome. I just want to say thank you to all the YouTube subscribers
Dear
that
God,
supported
Australia.
Childhood Cancer Awareness Month with me and raised
That's a good cause.
funds. I've said thanks on Facebook, said thanks on Instagram, but not
Just it's
everyone's
coming
on
in with the
all
accent.
platforms, so specifically
Hot and
YouTube
heavy.
subscribers, thank you to everyone that supported it. There was 16,000 donors,
All right.
600 grand
He's still
plus
doing his
raised,
stuff, huh?
plus 100 grand.
That's
profits
the
from
bit.
Fat Can-
Aye, nay.
Leave the Aussies alone. Man. This guy's been doing it for many, many years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Many, many, many years.
Oh, you're familiar?
Yes.
Okay. What if Bloodborne was an animated series? Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Should be fine.
yeah, you're fine. Not just any animated series. A Gendy animated series. Oh, that's great. That's super good. Ah, I love that.
That looks good.
So that's the style of Samurai Jack.
Yeah, Genti Tartakovsky.
Exactly. Clone Wars, the original, and then Dexter. Dexter's Lab and all that stuff. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. That's great. I'd love
Gandhi
it.
still doing stuff? Or
Yeah. There's a series called Primal, which is basically about. Yeah, I'm gonna use up here. A series about a caveman and like dinosaur era humans and you know all that, and it's pretty fucking good.
Okay.
I've only seen like 2 or so episodes from when I was in America on TV, but I was like, yep, that's a good show, and it's on its nth season.
Neon, Seinfeld, Evangelion. Let's see how this one goes. I like the King of the Hill Evangelion mashups, so
Yeah, this feels like early 2000s, late 90s internet practically, just for the concept of the bit. So let's see where this is going.
late 90s? Oh, no way. That's
No.
way too advanced.
No, it's too. You're right. I'm being too. Yeah, that's way too early. But okay, let me rephrase. Seinfeld cross Ava feels like an ancient internet bit.
It feels like a YTMND.
Yeah, sure. Feels like an ancient internet bit. So
they show sono senakaniwa. Human. Yep, all the classics. I haven't watched the AI generated Seinfeld yet.
Oh, you I mean, neither have I, but you've seen the clip that matters.
No?
The only reason to talk about AI generated Seinfeld is to talk about the news about AI generated Seinfeld.
Oh no, I missed that.
It got banned.
Okay.
Are you serious, Reggie?
I just heard they were making AI generated Seinfeld and it was streaming somewhere, and I was like, oh, okay, that's the end of what I heard. I did not hear anything more than that.
That's kind of wild because it was all the rage.
Oh yeah,
because that AI started going mask off real quick and said some shit, and then got
how hot did Kramer's line?
It wasn't Kramer. It was AI Seinfeld.
Jerry himself.
Yes. It went wildly transphobic, like super hard, and got banned. It was kind of fucking crazy.
Some episodes are actually kind of wild when you watch
well, there's
them
a lot
back
of
again because it's old.
So there's obviously anything going back long enough that like.
So if the AI goes in
but
there,
no, but not in a. I know what you're talking about because you're thinking of like Ace Ventura or something like that, right?
I'm talking about actual Seinfeld episodes.
Yes, but you're talking about like bits where like Ace Ventura, where the whole bit is like, oh, that's not a woman, that's a man,
right,
yada yada. No, not like that.
Okay,
like full on hard, ridiculous,
boy, yeah.
current year level.
Well, all the AIs are like
not a reference mildly
now.
to Mrs. Doubtfire type shit. Like no, actually banned off the platform.
That's fine.
It was crazy.
Okay,
it was fucking crazy.
I completely missed that.
Yeah, there's a different flavor between those two things. I didn't know it existed until I heard that story. So conversely from
you missed everything.
I didn't hear about it.
You got the complete story.
I got the end of the story as the introduction to the story. Yeah.
All right. AI, huh?
Didn't miss much.
Will there be good that will come from AI? Is someone gonna use it for good at least once?
I mean, yes. There's any technology, anything that is a medium that can be used in a way can be used a way, but you have to figure out what that is, right?
Yeah.
Like, yes. The answer is you can, but. Are you going to have to deal with a whole bunch of greedy, stupid shit on the way to that point?
Oh,
absolutely. But I think it's not just dismissive. I think it's silly to think that like, no, it couldn't possibly have any beneficial use. I think, like there's stuff where, for example, like, did we not just read about the people that, the FF9 like project where they, made it widescreen, they upped the backgrounds, they re-rendered the backgrounds, and they did a whole bunch of stuff with that's pretty sick, and like that seems to be an overall like thing that they liked, that people like about that. I'm sure as well that God, there's a whole fucking train to this, and to me the thing you want is a usage that is a controlled environment, right? I think if somebody creates a body of work and then they train their body of work on a thing and use it themselves as their tool based on their own input, you can do cool things with that. There's no reason not to, right? But you have to have it in that environment, used in that context.
Yeah.
The thing, like if you kind of look at it in that way and go like, all right, how can this be used in these types of contexts? Then you can come up with these types of scenarios. But are most people going to do that? No, probably not. But it's just to say that like that question of will there be? Yes, for sure. But they'll be the extreme minority, So yeah, probably. Anyway, I'm not the qualified expert to fucking tell you where that goes,
Where
but
the
I can
future
tell.
of AI is.
But I can tell you that you've probably already benefited from that in your life in some way. Something on your phone is already using that in some way that you probably don't realize. Something that I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, absolutely. And there's a reason also why, like, fucking Google is madly afraid of ChatGPT, and why everyone's doubling down on that and tripling down on that in business wise, because Google search bars and people searching for questions, that shit's gonna, like, not gonna go away, but it's gonna become like asking a prompt of an AI, you know, like, absolutely heading in that direction. So, you know, you'll see, it's happening. Anyway, Spy X Family. I've heard about this show. Can we get...
I guess it's still ongoing.
The show?
Yeah.
It's not finished?
I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I heard about it a long time. Well, not a long time ago, but is it just a one series?
I have no idea.
It's still ongoing. Yeah. Okay. Misato, best girl.
I mean, yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's all right.
Yeah. Like, she did some shit that's fucked up, but, like, you know what? Everybody did. In that franchise, everybody did.
No one's clean.
Like, she manipulated the fuck out of Shinji. But you know what?
Fair.
That everyone's damaged.
Fair, yeah.
Everyone's damaged. Not great.
She can manipulate me.
Yeah. Sure. Feed that penguin some beer.
Yo, penguin, that's so dope. Way better than a ferret.
Like, it's just, like, I just, like, that's, your statement had nothing to do with any of her actions whatsoever. You were just judging artwork. Just that statement was just that was a blanket aesthetic statement.
No.
Getting into anything as a character is just pointless to even go down that road.
Oh, if I gotta pick one of the damaged characters of this show,
yes, Misato is a hot character design. Yes, we get it.
All right, I'm down to, like, just waste my life with her and drink beers and feed the penguin.
Sure.
I'm down with that life.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do? Like,
Kaji wasn't.
Be angry and. Yeah. Well,
wow, 3 Ava things in a row.
Wow.
Oh yeah, this. Yeah, this is great.
It don't matter. None of this matters.
That's it. There you go. All right. Yeah.
I haven't watched enough Aqua Teen
Hunger Force.
Yeah.
Well, that's all. That's all. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
Oh, is that a dead link?
Sneaking in a recommendation to play Front Mission 3. And that's the end of the list.
That's the bottom line.
That's the bottom line. Well, that's hilarious. That's funny. Let's see who put this recommendation in. It's funny you say that because, you know, I too was having some thoughts about that game and thinking maybe I should play it. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. And then what followed but a discussion about how bad of an idea that was, and how oh no, Woolie's gonna kill the channel if he plays Front Mission 3. He shouldn't do that. That was wild. That certainly got a lot of people popping off. But it doesn't matter. He's gonna do what he wants. Yada yada. Yeah.
Man, I never rely on this one.
Anyways, I do want to play Front Mission 3. I'm very excited for the prospect of playing that. Perhaps with some other things taken care of first. All right, we got to the end of the line. We made it.
And that's a complete score.
That's a complete score. And now
we're back on the Twitter.
Yeah, but now we have no more to switch over to, right? So now we can just make demerit points.
And already from behind.
Yeah, point deductions.
Try to keep it close, Twitter.
So let's see if we can get a 10-9 round.
Yo,
maybe
looking like a 10-7.
What? What are you talking about? We don't fucking hit like. Hey, 10-8.
Brutal.
We do 10-8, 10-9. This is how we do it. The fuck you saying? That's crazy. All right, cat fail.
Quelle surprise, la seconde boulangerie du jour réserve-t-elle à notre jury? La réponse dans le charmant
That's a
village de
classic.
Saint-Cyr.
Why did they include that? The editor included that vindictively.
La réponse dans le charmant village de
Jesus Christ. That editor was like, fuck that cat.
Imagine like the owners are like, yo, just put a camera here. Every time around 3, there's this cat. Like, just put a camera there.
No, it was just like they were laughing at themselves about that footage, and they're like, "Fuck it, just find an excuse for it."
Not even like before the credits or anything. Like,
for sure. Zahando.
What? No. The dog.
Right.
You scraped the dog.
Man. God. If Okuyasu truly understood his power. Terrifying.
Yeah.
If Okuyasu wasn't dumb and fought like a JoJo character, for real, that's the problem, is he doesn't fight like a JoJo character. But if he did, that would be one of those things that became, like, unstoppable. Like, ridiculous level fucking, anyway. It's like that little comic with the, Western comics. What's your power? You can create bubblegum? Ha ha, that's lame. And he's like, oh. And then, meanwhile, in manga, your lungs are now filled with bubblegum. Yeah.
That's some, what's the name of that British show again? The Misfits?
Oh, Misfits, yeah.
The Misfits with the guy with the milk.
The origins of Ramsay Bolton. Rumbleverse. What 10 red power and atomic punch looks like? Oh, yeah. For sure. I've done a couple games like this. Just go
power.
all red. And then max damage. Yep.
15 people left.
Boom. Yep. It's great. It's fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
If you get a wall splat,
Bop.
even better.
Bop. Seriously? 12, 15.
I mean, you're committing to 0 defense and 0 stamina, right? But this was the meta for a bit. As much red as possible, or high red, 7-3 on life.
Oh my god. Death from above. Oh man.
There you go.
They gotta bring it back, man.
Yeah, no.
We
If you
gotta
guys
bring it
if you
back.
guys haven't played enough and you haven't done your 10-0-0 builds, it's a fun way to play. It's a real fun way to play. What sucks too is it was supposed to go down on the 28th, but it actually went down on the 26th because Epic servers just said fuck you and did some. They pulled something else that just kind of brought it offline earlier than expected. So unceremoniously booted off the platform.
Wow.
Well, you know, Keats said stuff is being looked into.
Yeah.
So let's hope for the best.
Crossing our fingers.
Super Treasurevania.
4.
Oh, is this the Yeah, this is the fucking the walking with the drinking and then the walking in a line. Russian Treasure Island.
Саймон Бельмонт. Самый знаменитый охотник на вампиров. Характер гигачат. Женат. Возможно.
Слова святая
Yeah.
вода и слово смерть для вас означают одно и то же.
It's like going back to like Captain N, Simon Belmont. You ever seen Captain N?
Captain N, no?
The cartoon with all the video game characters from the... No?
No, I haven't seen that. No. Same sound effects. I was able to loop that game, Castlevania on NES.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice little animation. Yeah, hold on a minute. You didn't catch the world of Captain N, huh? Interesting. Okay. That was a pretty like early big video game one. I caught it from Grenada.
Okay.
Even I watched it. It's called The World of Captain N. And here, combo breaker.
Time to educate
Yeah.
me.
Captain N was a kid who had a dog and he played a lot of video games. And then one day he got sucked into the world of the video games and he had to team up with heroes like Simon Belmont, Mega Man, a whole bunch of them to defeat King Hippo, Mother Brain, you know, and it was Nintendo, a Kid Icarus as well. Samus only showed up in the comics, so technically not. Pit, yeah, no, and it was a whole running series for a while, and it was just weird because it was like some of the first animated versions of these popular Nintendo characters ever.
Okay.
Let's see here. I guess the intro and like maybe like a trailer.
Was that ever in Canada or just only in Grenada?
Oh, definitely in Canada too. Yeah, I watched it. I saw it on TV in Grenada, and when I came to Canada, it was here too. Okay. Yeah, it was.
Oh, I missed out on something.
Yeah, it was around. It was around. Let's see. Captain N, the Game Master.
I see.
Welcome to Videoland.
Mega Man. Yeah.
Wake up, Kid Icarus.
It was not accurate at all to what we know.
What is this?
That's Mother Brain.
Oh, what the heck? What a brain out of face. Let's go. Oh, this guy would never finish Punch Out. Look at him. There's no way.
Of course not.
He wouldn't even get past Bald Bull.
Do you see the fucking starter jacket, Reggie? Woof.
The dog too?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Always need a canine friend.
The Game Master.
Oh, he's doomed.
Yeah.
Well, he made it out?
I mean, dude, like
was the guy.
this was a Saturday morning cartoon, and like they needed like cartoon like iconic versions of the characters. So never mind the ones you get now, more accurate from the you know the booklet art.
Yeah.
Back then, they just had a box to go off of.
All right.
And they had bad box art Mega Man, you know, so they just kind of did their thing. So Simon Belmont's just staring in the mirror all the time, like being like, yes, of course. And Mega Man's like, yeah, Mega Man, let's go. Ah, you know, and like they had to fight various, you know, game
You should have put
villains.
that Mega Man in Cross Tekken.
Yeah. Wait, so hold on. You know about the Zelda cartoon?
I've seen it.
Excuse
on the
me,
internet. Yes,
princess.
I've seen the clips on the internet.
But you
and
never
all
caught it
those,
on TV.
But I never caught it on TV.
Okay. Because this was also that era of Nintendo getting animated stuff. Because they had the Super Mario Brothers
Mario
Super
Brothers,
Show,
yeah.
Captain Lou Albano, swing your arms from side to side.
Mhm.
Right? You've seen that.
I've seen that. I've seen a few episodes on telly, but mostly internet stuff again.
Okay. Because that also aired the Mario cartoon and sometimes the Zelda cartoon.
Okay.
And that's where we got those episodes. So it was
I
broken.
only saw the Mario one.
The live action,
Before the internet.
the live action was the container, the framing device,
Yeah.
and then they would play an episode of either Super Mario Brothers cartoon Super World or the Yoshi's Island one, or they do Zelda. And like this was kind of like its own other show, but it was around that time when like Nintendo was getting their stuff on TV, you know. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, fair enough.
Wow.
It wasn't great, but
Yeah, I kind of.
but it was a Saturday morning video game.
You didn't
shit.
know what was good when you were a kid,
Yeah,
right?
you know, that's all it was. Mother brain. Ooh.
That looked creepy. That
Yeah.
was weird.
When you didn't know better or / anything at the time, you know, like now knowing Kid Icarus, and knowing the Mega Man we know, and knowing the Belmont we know,
Yeah, what
this is batshit crazy, right? But I can't stress how little accuracy mattered back then. You had a booklet and a box art to go off
All
of.
right.
There-
Creative freedom.
Yeah, you know, like Link was that like orange-haired kid with no pants. You know what I mean? Like there was, and that's Link in your head. Like anything else you're getting is like being creative with it. Vote Shin Megami Tensei.
Horrible, Edith.
Oh,
Horrible.
the G-Force kid. I've seen this. Yeah.
Our healthcare costs have gone up. Kingdom Hearts 2 has screwed us again. High property taxes, overpriced prescription medications. Where was Kingdom Hearts 2 during Hurricane Katrina, eh? Oh, I wish there was something we could do about it.
Harry, there is.
Really?
For the cost of sending an email, we can vote for Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne.
But that's so much.
Oh, but it's worth it. Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne would never take advantage of our innate gullibility.
Ooh, that's good news. Thank you, Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Now get me my supper, woman. Don't make me use the belt.
What? Oh.
Press turn system. Yeah. Yes.
I remember those insurance ads.
so we like X-Play and G4 and all that stuff. We missed out on a video game channel and shit like that.
G4 Tech TV.
Exactly, because like all the Americans know about and have their memories of the hosts and the shows and Attack of the Show and
Adam Sessler.
exactly, Olivia
Munn.
and
yes.
all the stuff. Yeah, and I mean like that. I learned about that through internet references later as well. But that was just straight up because we just didn't have it on TV up here, or at least not in Quebec. If Toronto got it, I don't know. But yeah, we did have like a weird game channel that like lasted like 2 seconds. Remember when Teletoon
GINX or something, or
maybe
something like that?
Do you remember when like we got all the new channels in one shot? Right, there was an era when cable expanded. We first got Fox Kids cartoons,
Okay.
and then we got Teletoon at the same time. We didn't have the comedies.
Teletoon, which is gonna be rebranded as Cartoon Network Canada now.
Yeah, they got shut down.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Teletoon. we got instead of, because we didn't have Comedy Network, we had Comedy Network because we weren't getting Comedy Central, so we just got the Canadian versions of all these things. It happened in like 97, 98.
Damn.
Right? And right when they rolled all that out, they rolled out a game channel as well, and it was like, it died like 2 years later because they were not getting ratings from Canadian video game watching people. Like, it was just not worth it for them.
There wasn't much there.
Yeah. So instead we had to rely on Monsieur Net.
Monsieur Net?
Monsieur
Net?
Talbot, yeah. And he would do these French video game reviews, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah. Good friend of our Miss Harvey, actually.
Sure. Yeah. I remember when I was doing one of my first jobs, door-to-door sales, we went on his street and knocked on his door. And
nice.
Like, hey, do you want to buy a first aid kit? No? Okay, that's
right,
cool.
Well, nice seeing you.
Like the show.
Yeah, it was super cool. Like, he did this show where he would basically, like, he'd have a hat, Les Aventures du Grand Talbot, and he would do, like, random adventures around Quebec, like, go, like, bungee jumping or doing random stuff, and then he switched to doing the technological angle with Monsieur Net after that, and video games and technology and computers. Yeah, super cool guy.
Talking to no one.
Well, you
Talking
know,
to
maybe I'll send
nobody.
this to Denis Talbot and be like, hey, en passant, un gros fan, check ça, on parle de toi, gros.
There you go. But we did.
I wouldn't call him gros though. I would just Monsieur Talbot.
We did get reviews on the run, and fucking whatchamacallit, Tommy Talrico, God, what the fuck was it called? What was it called? Electric Playground. Thank you. Electric Playground, one of the old video game review shows. That we had that as a segment, and then YTV did their own Canadian version called Gamers, hosted by PJ Phil.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember
lots
that
of people doing reviews with controllers not plugged into anything, just doing this. Like, yeah, so the thing you got to know about this game is that when you my controller's not on, huh? You can see that there's no light on the front. Whoa.
Don't worry about that.
Because some director that knows nothing about anything is like, oh, well, yeah, if you're holding a controller, it'll sell the idea that you're doing a game review show. So just do that. It's like, okay, here, yeah.
No one called him out on it.
God. Well, we did. Everyone did. Anyone who cares enough to tune into the show,
anyone who's a gamer,
could immediately tell that shit wasn't on or plugged in, and it was stupid.
Show me your fingers.
Here we are.
You're faking it.
All right. Yeah, that's another old bit. Jerry's Bizarro Adventure. We doing JoJo Seinfeld? Yep. With friends.
Jesus. Oh, that's weird.
Oh, effort. Oh, effort. Okay, hold on. They're putting work in. They're putting work in. Hold on. This is, yeah, the Ava thing was like, yeah, okay, you did it.
Oh my god, you whipped it out. Get out.
Oh, Jerry. With the bullets?
That was great.
Okay. All right. Effort. Yeah. No, let it cook. Let it cook. The color scheme as well. Destiny about nothing.
That was a weird musical mix, but the effort
Absolutely.
and the visuals.
The effort is high.
That was good.
Absolutely. I was expecting another of the Ava thing where you do the screenshots and you do it, but they did it. No, they put the work in. The fucking 3D rotating around the cap of the fucking statue. Yeah, unnecessary. Unnecessary. They got a 3D render of Jerry's apartment and actually rendered out some fucking shots from it. That's
that was pretty good. That was not nonsense.
The best scene from the new Guilty Gear Strive story mode.
Is it the sausage part?
Kid. I'm sure my old man and my father can take care of that.
Huh? I don't even know where the hell to begin with that. For starters, I don't have a kid.
Oh, so what's with the eye patch then?
You're just full of questions.
Oh! Gotcha. Say no more. Mom always said it's not really a story for kids. But I'm 5 years old already. I know where babies come from. They pop out of your eye, right?
Care to elaborate?
No, don't elaborate.
What else is there to tell? One day, one of Mom's eyes fell out. So Dad got all freaked out and gave her one of his. Thing is, it didn't fit so well. It fell right back out and Mom got better on her own. A bit of this, a bit of that, and both of them were healed. Later, Dad's eye, the one that fell on the ground, turned into me.
Did it hurt? You're in for a shock when you learn the whole story.
Really? I don't know. I'm pretty hard to shock.
Reminder, Sid is a toddler.
Right.
Sid is a toddler.
He's big and he's small and he's young. Okay.
Also, there's like just every time they have one of those like sugar water moments, you know, of just like either finding out how dumb he is or finding out that no one ever explained something to him, or finding out that like Soul, while being dad, basically would just be like, yeah, I don't know, I fed him sugar and water. like that as a treat. Get out of my hair. Yep. Good stuff.
Oh, Sin, you're so pure.
The Wicked Witch of the East, bro. Oh, this is great. Grow up, Doug.
Her sister was a witch, right? And what was her sister? A princess. The Wicked Witch of the East, bro. I'm gonna stab him. You're gonna look at me and you're gonna
And he has a real blade.
Am I wrong?
Why do you have...
She wore a crown and she came down in a ball, dog. I'm not fighting with you. Grow up, bro. Grow up. Get educated, buddy.
Grow up, Doug.
Get educated, buddy. The guy pulled out a blade.
Like he was going for the bit when she started filming, but other dude was in it to win it, and he ain't wrong. He's dead right. He's fucking right. They're sisters. What are you gonna argue? You know? Yeah, that's a classic. That's good. Guilty Gear with motion controls. Why are you doing this, guys? I'm not doing 4 minutes of this. Come on.
All fighting games are great indeed.
The Kusoge, the esports.
Seems like every other week, the fighting game community gets into a big debate on whether or not motion inputs for special moves is a good or bad thing for the genre. And personally, I think a lot of the discussions lack a lot of nuance and fail to realize that each and every fighting game is designed from the ground up to suit the game's very own unique control style and mechanics. So there's no one real answer. But if I had to choose one or the other, I would prefer motion inputs in my fighting games. Like, actual motion inputs. I want to swing my fist in the air when I do a volcanic viper. Aside, what you're looking at is Guilty Gear Accent Core.
Yeah.
Not to date myself too hard, but this was actually the very first Guilty Gear that I played back when it came out in 2009. It's actually a pretty good port, and has everything
that got ported to the Wii added stupid motion controls, dude.
But what if you bodied people?
Then you would be bodying people with a harder way to play that didn't respond most of the time when you wanted a particular precise input.
Dude, that's money match bait.
So Dragon Ball as a franchise went through the Budokai games right? And they were normal, like, side view fighting games.
Yeah.
And then they created the Tenkaichi Budokais that everyone kind of then replaced the old ones with, even though they were different and the camera was third person, and I'd much rather it look like a fighting game, but that's neither here nor there. And then after those, they added the motion controls where you do the full-on Kamehameha.
Yeah.
And it's just like that, if I'm not mistaken, I wasn't on it, but wasn't that in the office for a minute where they were just testing out the Kamehameha motions and all that? I believe it was. And it was in the office, and it was something I remember I wasn't on, but it was there. And it was just like, this just sucks because all it does is makes it harder to do the things you want to do. If I want to do a move and press a button,
yeah, but you can do it yourself.
And it didn't work, Reggie. What part about it doesn't work? Don't you get? Yes, you can do it, and then it doesn't work.
Woolie, skill issue.
They built it like shit, and then the programming behind it was not fucking sensitive enough to make it work, so you couldn't fucking play.
Couldn't do anything.
It was so garbage, dude. It was so anti-fun.
Maybe you didn't rotate your hips properly.
Okay, you know what? You should go play Star Fox Zero then. Go play the fucking motion control shit that everyone loves. And find out why they love it so much.
Everyone loves it.
Go find out why Star Fox is fucking dead.
Which is as terrible as you could probably already imagine. It works like this. The D-pad on top of the Wiimote are your main 4 buttons. With left being punch,
oh my
down being
god.
kick, up is slash, and right is heavy slash.
Okay.
And then the A button is dust. That's boring. Why would you want the precision of a button when you could lightly swing the nunchuck for a punch, or swing it wildly for a kick?
Yes.
Follow that up with a light swing of the Wiimote for a slash.
You know what else you need to play?
Of the Wiimote for a heavy
Oh my
slash.
god.
You need to play Street Fighter, the original cabinet.
With the 2 buttons?
2 buttons.
Yeah.
Punch and kick.
Oh, I would love to slap
Hit it light for a light punch, hit it heavy for a heavy punch.
Yo.
Guess what?
How do I do the mediums? Just in between?
It's somewhere in between.
So in between. Okay. You need that magic touch, baby.
Yeah.
You just need to pound it just right. Bang.
Okay.
Medium, sweep.
Cool. Did you get to the arcade within the first week of its release? No? It's broken.
Yeah. But that's because of the other animals.
Because nobody knows what the pressure is. Because there's no limiter on it.
Yeah.
So you just tell people to hit it hard, so they hit it as hard as fucking possible, as if it were a strength reading machine. And they break the fucking machine.
Cavemen. You need a magic touch.
The dumbest game design fucking decision ever. And then they went, how about we just make normal buttons and have the ones you want here, and then you just do the one you want. And just like that, poof, a fucking star is born.
Wow. It could have died.
You could probably guess.
Actually, it did. And then it was only when they came back with Street Fighter 2, because the game is still whack as fuck. Street Fighter 1 sucks. And then they accidentally made Final Fight when they said, oh, make more of that Street Fighter thing. Oh, yeah, street fighting. Right, I remember. Street Fighter, yeah, here, we'll do it again. Street Fighter 89. What the fuck is he talking about? I have no idea. Let's just make a game about fighting on the streets. And they made Final Fight. And they went, no, not that one, the other one. Oh, whoops.
Okay, yeah.
And then they made Street Fighter 2.
But the motion controls aren't the most intuitive, and the gestures that take rapid movements can be lost and hard to pull off. Hitting slash on the heavy slash is a lot harder and takes way more nuance than it really should.
Dude, I need to start playing Strive. You need to move,
The
bro.
worst.
You
The
need to
worst.
But more interesting than waggling out normal is waggling out special moves.
It was so awful when you had a game where you had most of your buttons controlling what you needed to do, but occasionally needed to waggle. Mad World type shit, you know? Fuck, man.
Just hold down a button and start waving your hands like crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
This does include moves like the Potemkin
That can be
Buster.
reproduced
You
easily.
can instantly grab your opponent at a literal flick of the wrist.
Bro, look at the flick of the wrist.
Sure.
Look at the
Insane
flick
of
of the
all
wrist.
Is that waggling out special moves ignores
Fuck Capcom versus SNK 2.
For charge.
Let's just play Easy Operation,
I'm
dude.
down. Yo, it's really hard to do a Shungoku Satsu.
Just hit the fucking C stick.
The C stick. It's a really tight angle.
Yeah, you want to do an Air 720 with Mackie? No problem.
And of course, you can instantly waggle some supers out too by holding down both C and Z and moving either the Wiimote.
You can
or
do it
nunchuck.
all, man.
I hate
I'd
this.
be lying if I said the double X
Light,
super pause didn't make doing
punch,
a simple
kick,
combo made out
slash.
of waggles So
Heavy
it's
slash.
good to pull off when in
I got my Gatling in, and I hold the button, and then I gotta time it rave.
Charge troopers get to ignore
Dude,
Like the funny part is that like what you just did was way too much movement for it to actually register, and you would just do nothing. Like that level of precision you think you're doing is not it.
30 minutes in training mode.
And thrust the Wii mode and
Body
together
everyone.
to go into instant kill mode, and then repeat the movement to execute it. Air guitars not required. Anyone who's played classic Guilty Gear knows that the game is pretty hard execution-wise. So add goofy motion controls into the mix, and the game becomes a nightmare to control. So sadly, I couldn't pull off anything insane, because I'm sure the motion controls allow you to break some rules and do some incredible stuff.
That was
Hopefully
crazy.
Some madman can watch this and get inspired to pull some crazy Johnny stuff, or control Zato and Eddie like a god with the Wii.
So you know what the deal is?
What's up?
Like motion controls as I hate them for a lot of reasons, mainly because every time I use them they suck, right? But they get me extra upset because follow me here.
Okay,
all right?
I'm listening.
You know how vegetarian food is like a whole type of cuisine that like has some stuff works and some stuff doesn't, but it's a mixed bag. You never know what you're gonna get.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And your question marks, I know. Follow me. Hold on.
I'm following. Oh, yeah, I'm following.
And when you you ever been to like a vegetarian or only restaurant? Right? Sometimes you'll have the ones you'll go to where the majority of the menu is just, hey, we figured out how to do a vegetarian version of a meat dish. Here's vegetarian General Tao. Here's vegetarian chicken wings.
Yeah, okay.
All right? And you're like, fucking make food that is not just trying to imitate the other thing, but is just embracing what is unique about what you can be on your own. Right? Grilled vegetables are fucking delicious.
Yes.
I have tasted
Give me some
purees that are
Brussels sprouts.
amazing.
Yeah.
There are things that vegetables can do on their own that don't need to be imitating the things that they're not. Because when I eat a fake burger and I just go, yeah, hey, you know what? You're 90% of the way there. Oh, this one's like 70% of the way there. And all I'm doing is judging it to a fucking burger that tastes way better. Right? Stop imitating the shit by putting stupid fucking controls on a thing that has already been designed for its own other thing. Don't try to retrofit your stupid new system on an old thing that was already set and designed to be a certain way. Use motion to create games about motion controls. Find things where the gyro actually helped, like using it
where it actually works.
When I see like things like I remember when they added I remember thinking like, oh, where can we get a lightsaber game? And they added the Wii Motion Plus, and then you could actually aim a lightsaber. It's like, yes, anyone who wants to see a Wiimote swung around is thinking about swinging a lightsaber around. Furthermore, the excitement of doing that is unique to something that other video games don't do. And you're excited to swing a sword around in a particularly accurate way. Right? Don't take a game that doesn't need that and try to fucking retrofit the stupid shit on it. Do the thing that is unique to what's good about you and fly with it.
Yeah.
Excel. Right? This shit frustrates me to no end because you're just shoving a
triangle in the
into a square hole.
Yeah, square.
When you can do amazing things based on your own unique thing. We've created a whole new control system. We've innovated a whole new thing, and we have a regular traditional controls and a new gyro. But instead, we're just going to go back and find ways to use gyro on the games you already know. For the love of God, use your fucking vegetarian culinary expertise to create things that only vegetable dishes can do. Stop trying to recreate burgers.
Make me imitate the vegetarian food with the meat.
Exactly.
Like, impress me. Yeah.
That's my point. This shit fucking annoys me.
Also, Guilty Gear Accent Core for the Wii is worried about your health. So after every motion-filled match, a little calorie counter shows up to tell you how many accent calories were burned. And just for future reference, doing 49 soul DPs apparently burns 85.2 accent calories.
Bruh.
I have a lot of nostalgia for this game. Because I have fond memories of my friends and I trying to waggle out instant kills on each other in
Should they
between
bring
our
back
sessions of Mugen, where we had to play against each other while sharing one keyboard.
Lovely. Parents walk in and the door behind.
What I'm trying to get at...
Are you
while
winning,
it's dumb
son?
And not a good way to play this game, it's still a way to play this game, and it led me to falling in love with Guilty Gear as a series. It's gimmicky, but the genre could use more dumb stuff like it, in my opinion. Thanks for watching.
All right. Yep. That's the kind of thing that you learn, and then you say, I can money match people with that.
Like, if you're Trick Greg and you're flexing on a goddamn fucking keyboard, or you're beating people with guitars and buttons and shit, yeah, man, by all means. Like, they're still buttons.
A wheel. Yeah.
But just, like, this level of, like, actually, no, we want to sell you a game that already works just fine with a normal controller, but we made it worse. Because that's what these things have. That's the gimmick now, right? Or like when the DS games would come out and find ways to split the screen that were just like unnatural. Like we don't know what to do with the fucking second screen.
Okay.
We didn't plan for this. I don't know. Just fucking put the pause menu down there or something. I don't know. Put some touch functions. I don't know what. You know, this was a Game Boy Advance game, and then we got told we have a second screen to worry about. Can we turn it off? No. Can we duplicate it? No. Okay. Put some artwork down there. Have it sit idle, and then every time there's a cutscene, we'll put the subtitles down there. Yeah. Okay. Fuck, man.
No nonsense.
Where's the lie?
Duel of the Fates.
Upgraded.
Duel.
Oh my god, this is really old.
Uh-oh. Oh, you dropped a weapon, son?
That is ancient, yeah.
I had never seen that first time.
All right, some people just throwing in some internet classics. Why wearing cone-shaped metal hats is a bad idea. Okay, that is content right there. That is internet content. Someone fucking took the time and just made a excellent. What a great video. What the internet is should be about. Wonderful. What was that? Salt? Saft. Well done.
The Entropy Centre. Oh, it always gets bigger. Always expanding.
Thermodynamics.
That's sorted. Anything else? Warning. The current temperature of Earth is approaching 100.
It's just the trailer for a game? Okay, yeah.
Oh, great.
Okay.
The most efficient way of generating entropy energy. As an Entropy Centre employee, the continued existence of this station.
Alright, what mindfuckery first-person mechanics are we gonna see? We've already done portals and size, scale, and
Thanks, Astra.
my brain's been thoroughly melted with first-person perspective confusion.
Okay, so solve puzzle, brain hurts, generate energy, then rewind Earth. Exactly.
Undo gun? Yep.
Okay.
It's a rewind gun.
Whoa.
Show me something super, like, show me like the clicking point though. It rewinds things, but like what's in the middle of the action, how interesting does this get? Yeah. I'm not sold just on that. I need to see
more
mechanics. 2022.
More...
Yeah, I mean, someone put this in there, I guess, because I assume they enjoy the game. It came out or so. This game doesn't exist. Oh,
this
okay.
was submitted in October.
I see. Yeah, I want to see that concept applied in a way that, like, you know, because sometimes it takes a second for you to get what Portal's doing, or when you play, you know, the Stanley Parable, or any of those games, of which there's a whole bunch of them now. There's like an introduction, a concept introduction, and then you're like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing, and then you have a moment where you go, I can't. Fuck, wait, you want me to do what? You know, I need to kind of see that with it, because I feel like Superliminal, Antechamber, and precisely those are the games I'm all talking about. I need to see what this rewinding thing looks like in like a more clever context, because just the idea of basic rewinding is on its own not necessarily that novel. I mean, shit, that there's a level of Titanfall 2 that involves time fuckery that is like 11 on 10.
Okay. And
it's just one level. And it's a concept that like could easily have been a whole game, but it ended up just being like one section, you know? I kind of need to see that, you know? Like, I feel like for those of you who, well, I mean, I'm just describing it, like they all know, but, and there's that level where it's like they took a game about time travel, instantaneous time travel, and then you fast forwarded to like level 5 or level 6 of the game, and then dropped that level into Titanfall, and then you just played that one stage, and then you're done. Okay. Right? And it introduces the idea, immediately evolves the concept, and then you're fucking doing it, and then you're out. And I love it because like it's more than just the introduction of the concept. It's like when the concept is firing on all cylinders, right? You've seen Portal?
Yes, I have.
You've played Portal?
I have not played it. I've watched people play it.
Have you seen the more complicated levels?
Sometimes it gets complicated, like, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Right? Like, seeing what Portal is on the surface is not going to necessarily give you the right idea until you see someone flying through midair, shooting a new one, taking the old one off. Okay, now I'm getting launched up back this way. Here we go. The new platform exists. Pop, pop. And you see that whole coordinate, and you go, oh, cool. That's what we're doing, right? It takes you straight to that point. Okay. That's what you kind of need to sell these concepts, I feel. Especially since those other games I mentioned, like, also do that, and they do it really fucking well. Zeon did nothing wrong. Submitted by a Pat, but mute the music. Okay. We'll mute the music. Sure.
Okay. A Pat submission.
Although I'll tell you right now, like, the argument has always been very simple and straightforward. Fuck the zombies. The original Zeon was onto something, and then that shit got taken over by some asshole evil people. This has never been a narrative in doubt. There he goes. Yeah. So, if the point of this is just to be like, hey, check out how evil and shitty the space Nazis are, it's like, yeah. Yes, the super evil space Nazis that took over absolutely were super evil. That's the whole point of the thing. Originally,
Jesus.
The independent. Then a lot of this is from Gundam: The Origin as well. Yeah. Colony drops. Yeah, the space Nazis before they got taken over by space Nazis were wanted some space independence and space freedom.
Ooh.
And
that was gruesome.
You know, when you watch Gundam over the years, you watch a franchise where the Earth Alliance and the space Nazis take turns being fucking horrendous. And obviously the point is that war sucks. and you get to watch atrocities committed all around the board. Yeah. This is the point. There's no gotcha moment here.
Boom, boom.
Big war crimes on behalf of...
They look like they're having fun.
Evil people. But there's cool robots in the middle of that, and
all right,
teenage kids are getting launched into those pilot-shaped seats to go fight in the cool robots. Yeah. Stardust Memory into 0089.
Join the Space
Another drop.
crash. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess spoilers if you're like gonna catch up on your Gundam eventually. 0093, of course. Shout outs to the F91G cannon. Beautiful. Uh-huh. And then you got 96, and yeah, I definitely, and this is also where I need to go catch up on the newer shit as well. Unicorn and everything late UC. Yeah, no, duh. I don't. No one's arguing if the point was no, Zeon's great, whatever. Soul, because yeah, soul weighed down by gravity and so on. If the point was that, it's like, yes, no, duh. Anyone who's fucking paying attention knows this. Anyway, moving on.
What's going on with France? Really? Really? Wow. That's some content. That's weird. Somebody made that.
Punch Mom. Can I borrow you for 1 second off camera? Overall, what would you say the sentiment has been as we've just come back from overseas in regards to France?
It's on the screen. It's there. Fuck France. I had a French lady tell me fuck France.
At the airport, who did we meet?
A French old professor of fine arts being like, don't go to France. The people are awful.
And then while we were in everywhere, actually, in Ireland and Portugal, people were like making jokes about fucking France and all of that the whole time. It's wild. They really don't like them.
France is like the Florida of the States. Everyone's just like, it's okay to shit on them.
Wow.
Right? Like we heard a dad joke in the form of like, what was it? It was like, you know, God made a place where it had like perfect mountains and perfect water and lush
the mom that said the joke.
Oh,
the
yeah,
mom
yeah,
said
yeah,
the
yeah,
joke?
Yeah, but yeah, well, categorically a dad joke, but a mom joke, you know, and whatever. And this, it has fertile land and soil and the perfect place to grow people. And it was like, and whatever the people, and then like whatever they're talking to God, and they're like, oh God, like why'd you stack the deck so high? And then God's like, don't worry. And then he made the French. And so everything balanced out.
Wow.
Or something to that effect or whatever.
That's so wild.
It's wild. It is wild. But like, it's just, this is particularly hilarious because fresh off the brain. You're good. It's just the idea that when we got to the airport, a lady from France was just like, oh, French sucks. She's like, yeah, everyone here was so much nicer, so much, you know, I had such a pleasant time. Don't go there, you know. And I was like, geez, okay, yeah, that's hilarious.
That's a rough reputation,
and it's funny too,
especially since considering the whole world are like littered with assholes, you know.
Yeah, I was surprised to hear that, if only just because, I mean, I've heard that reputation already, but like I've also heard in the sense that like people from France tend to look down on Quebec. You know, and like
and they look down. France also looks down on the Belgians, I think.
Right, because they're the ones that use octante and nonante and septante.
Just like Canada makes fun of Newfoundland.
So all that to say, it just kind of is like, yeah, because we kind of like are anywhere that is like, you know, inferior in being French, it gets kind of like their nose turned up at them. But it's like they also do that to everybody, you know, is the story. So that's funny. That's wild shit.
Man, that was okay. Thank you, Kark.
Yeah. Nah, man. I don't mind if like anyways, I don't like if I don't know what it would be like visiting, but like I imagine if you go to like the Paris and the, you know, and Nice and like the places that are like probably the most central, you're gonna get the maximum amount of that attitude. And like, I imagine if you go,
look, from my personal experience, there's France and there's Paris.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, you know, the province of Quebec and Montreal, but in reverse.
So that's it. And so I think if you can get it gets more chill if you probably leave Paris and maybe go elsewhere.
People will be nice, yes.
Maybe. I don't know, right?
To Marseille, Lyon, yeah.
If you leave Tokyo and you head out to Osaka, people are more chill.
Yeah.
Right? If you leave X and head out to Y, people are more chill. So perhaps that would be the case here. I don't know. But I would hope so. Anyways.
We would have world peace if everybody would just be like, you're an asshole, I'm an asshole. You know, what's the point, you know? The French, yeah. They're kind of dickish.
Can't do it, bro.
Nope. No, they can't.
You're an asshole, and thus you need to die.
Oh, man.
Also, I want your land and resources.
We can't share? You just can't leave you alone? No, that's fair.
Makes right.
Yeah. Okay.
It is what it is. You know? Especially since you've already gone through the trouble of gathering them all into one place.
Thank you for that. Right?
No army has ever attacked the area right next to a city and set up shop to create a new city. and be like, oh well, we're just gonna do our thing over here, actually. Like, no, we're coming to take your shit. That's what we do, you know. So all right. Let's see. Metal Gear Solid, but it's the Dr. Livesey meme.
Yeah.
I'll tell you then. You enjoy the killing.
Oh god, it's the whole game. It's the whole fucking game. Nice.
Damn.
Wow. Yo, Source Filmmaker with the accurate models and environments and a remix of the music. This is pretty fucking good. What? Nice. Very nicely done.
Gotcha. Nice.
Man, yeah! That fucking twin snake shit. Everybody hates it, but I love it. Backflip off the missile, baby. Love that twin snake shit.
I forget all the changes that they did between the two versions.
They turned it into a super anime. He backflips off the missile. He has a huge anime fight with Ninja in the DARPA chief room, or the not the DARPA chief room, the Revolver Ocelot room.
Oh.
Yeah. Sick. There's a bunch of like wild over the top, because basically they got cutscenes directed by was it Kitamura, I believe, the director of the movie Versus.
Okay.
So they just took action scenes and made the choreography go like through the roof, and they become like unrealistic and insane. But I was enjoying it. I'm like, this is over the top and fun, you know. And I also was like, well, you're fighting and killing dudes with superpowers, and you're just a good soldier man. So I'm gonna buy the idea that he's like an amazing good soldier man.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
As opposed to just the player character running and shooting guns at the psychic fucking vampire gods.
Reading my memory card.
You know, genetics. Man, I tell you, I really like this aesthetic. And like, I'm saddened as I watch this because this is like redoing it, keeping it accurate to the way MGS1 looked originally. That like we never got this atmosphere again. Like every other Metal Gear Solid game really changes it up, and I like changing things up. I think it's really cool. I also just like we never got like this look with this type of soundtrack. Like the score never sounded, Metal Gear never sounded the same again either. You know, Metal Gear Solid is a really unique one, and 2 is its own bit,
Yeah, it's
but
different.
like. But there's enough linking between 2 and 3 that you can see the same DNA in them, and like you can see how they're kind of built off of each other, you know. And like 4 kind of like takes of those things and does its own bit, but it builds off of those as well, because as the tech gets better, it kind of starts to become a more recognizable through line. But I feel like this one was just like a wild step past the MSX Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, and before the Sons of Liberty stuff we got that we never kind of got again, you know, if that makes any sense. It's an aesthetic and a sound that never really returned is what I'm trying to say, and I miss it because it was fucking cool.
It was a vibe.
It was a vibe.
All right.
High quality. All right, here it is. There it is. It was promised, and here it comes. It's now delivered. Top 10 hottest female Sonic characters.
All right, Paige, let's see what you got.
Now, this is this is an 8-minute video.
Hopefully, after this, if we go through it, we can be told what was Paige's favorite Sonic.
Ah, okay.
You know, to see if we
yeah,
if
submitted by Paige. Okay.
One of the greatest and
I heard that she went through this. Yeah. Okay.
Take out enemies in a flash, and best of all, he's blue-colored and knows how to handle the females. Speaking of females, the Sonic universe might also be
Sally Acorn.
Heaven, because there's such a mess of very beautiful and tough women that it'll make you love the franchise even more. And since Valentine's Day is around, I've been inspired to make a top 10 list of female Sonic characters.
Oh god, it's not just the concept.
Orange juice, and try not to reach through the screen because here we go.
Oh no! I didn't know. It's the narrator themselves.
Why, it's Amy Rose, of course.
Oh.
Cutie than a hottie. You can't deny the fact that she's.
Oh god. Okay. Okay. I don't know why, but for some reason I thought this would just be a like
random,
just like almost like no commentary presentation of a tier list.
Number 10. Boop.
And it is not about the tier list.
Well, I gotta know why they're hot, and
I was getting ready to discuss the tier list.
Oh,
but this is not the content.
At 8-bit-41, you thought it was gonna be quick. We're in.
No. Don't misunderstand me. The subject of the video is not the content. The person who made the video is the content.
I see.
This is the twist. I thought the subject itself was wild enough that it was going to be the focus, but it is not this. This is what I'm trying to say.
Two things that make her attractive are the fact that she wears a dress, and when have you ever seen 3 big, very smooth arcs of hair sticking out of a person's forehead? I haven't. So, once again, Amy Rose is lovely. That is until she goes berserk and starts hitting stuff with her hammer. Who's at number 9? It's this alien
Is this
from a distant planet. Cosmo
No, it's not a bit.
She arrived on the
It's not a
planet
bit.
to deliver a message saying that the galaxy was under attack by a force called the Metarex. She doesn't do much except tell people to stop fighting and focus on the real matter at hand. The real reason she lands at the number 9 spot is that she becomes Miles Tails Prower's sweetheart. Something Tails needed for a long
She's a starter Pokemon. What are we doing?
Cream the Rabbit's mother, Vanilla. She's attractive and is the size of an average human mother. What really surprises me about her is that the leader of Team Chaotix, Vector
What's
the
happening?
Crocodile, falls in love with her.
How you doing, Reggie? Check up.
What's happening?
Check up. How you doing?
Oh man, I'm traveling.
Okay. You in?
Okay, yeah. Okay.
All right. We're on 8.
Kinda silly, don't you think? She's another character that doesn't do much, but in a season
Cream's mom.
I have to pick one after this, right?
Get into space to fight the Metarex along with Sonic and friends.
I didn't know that was a character.
All right, well, I guess she's in the lead.
7, of course. Wave the Swallow from
Oh, because it doesn't put you in jail? Is that perhaps why? Because you don't have to get in the van? Sure, that's a good reason to take the lead.
Sonic Riders. People always root for the good guys, but sometimes the bad guys steal the show. Her mechanical IQ is equal to Tails. She also happens to be the smartest member of the Babylon Rogues. I wonder why she isn't the leader. Like
You know,
Jeff the Hawk
Paige.
and Storm the
This calls for
Albatross, her
vengeance.
specialty is writing
Is
the
there a
awards called
spreadsheet
Extreme
for them?
Gear, with 2 very long and smooth.
I'm gonna have to find something to submit.
You think you can out cringe the Mustard Queen? Are you out of your mind?
Fair enough.
She reads fan fictions for fun. You have no idea what the fuck you're
Oh my god. Okay, no, maybe
Reggie.
not. Maybe not. No.
You poor fucking baby.
No.
You naive fool.
I got in trouble. I'm trying to fight a Titan here.
You are not even remotely ready.
That's fair.
There is no damage. The life bar is off the screen. Quit while you're ahead.
Okay,
We're
never
moving.
mind.
Feathers extending from her head to her calves and droopy eyes, Wave will rock your socks.
Yeah, this is no
burn.
Numero 6. To call the Echidna from Sonic
Yeah,
Adventure
sure. I know her. Yeah, Tikal. Yeah.
Same name. Tikal is the daughter of Chief.
Oh man.
She's yet another character that
Sure,
hardly does
dude.
much except beg her father to stop being so greedy.
Yeah.
She also traps herself inside the Master Emerald.
Wait,
so
what's
that
the title of the video
chaos
again?
doesn't rain terror upon the land.
Hottest and
Oh my god.
Oh, does the word hot not come to mind there, buddy?
That's why she's number
Is that not a descriptor? I'm sorry. Problem?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is a lot. This is a lot, dude.
Power me up.
This is
Power me up.
This is a lot.
Power me up, baby. Let's go.
Oh man.
Oh, my blood is boiling.
Dude.
Give it straight to my veins.
From the Sonic
Who?
How could you go wrong with a girl who looks like this? She can run nearly as fast as Sonic. She went from being a fighter to being a rock-star singer. Next to her, she looks more humanoid than the other characters.
How could you go wrong?
Who has long mauve hair? This female standing at number 4.
Oh, Blaze, yeah.
Pyrokinesis.
There you go. That's my vote.
You know how I feel right now?
What's up, baby? Talk to me.
You know who I feel like right now? Like the father in a Serbian film. All right? I don't like what's going on right now. All right? You're showing me
Reggie?
stuff I don't want to see.
Reggie?
So
that's a pull. Why did you go to the final level?
Because I'm sitting here and I feel like I'm at the final level. Like this is a skip for me. This is like I don't.
Oh, this is the final level to you, and you said you had a challenge you were preparing. But this is your final level? Sit the fuck down.
Oh my god. All right.
And give your thoughts on the content on screen. We are on the clock, goddammit. Boy. Anyways, Blaze the Cat is my vote.
Hit that button.
Why? Because she has fire powers, and that's literally hot. Also, Sonic Rush is great. I fucking love Sonic Rush.
Do you?
Blaze could play around in the Himalayas for hours and she would be perfectly fine.
Why are there so many canon Sonic characters? I assume these are all canon, right?
I mean, it depends on... What are we doing? It depends on... What are we doing? Wait, what do we do?
Dude, I'm sweating. Dude, really?
Canon. Depends, because there's comic book canon.
Yeah.
But there's Archie Comics canon. And then there's IDW canon. And then there's game canon. And then there's, like, old game, new game, old era, new era. And then there's, like, Sonic Mania, new modern.
There's a lot of stuff.
And then there's Sonic Boom.
There's a lot that I missed since Sonic Adventure 2.
Yes, man. Okay. So, when you ask, like, what does that mean? You're talking about Sonic the fucking Hedgehog, a franchise that's been around from your childhood. We have decades of content and characters and side quests and bullshit. And you bet your ass a bunch of fucking...
Yes.
Children on this list to get through.
I really love the fact that her love interest is the combination of mind moving and fire superpowers.
Are we halfway through?
Dude, it's like you've heard about the Pokemon Smasher passes. Like that thing hits a wall so fast, dude.
What's better than
so hard.
A female with cascading quills? How about a female with cascading quills and hair? Julie Sue, the Echidna, another Archie comic exclusive, has that feature.
Yeah.
She's smart, knows exactly what to do as a fighter, and even trained Amy once.
Don't you love how they're called females?
No.
Isn't that the best part?
Females.
Top 10 hottest female Sonic characters. And that's how you know that's coming from someone who's educated, right? Because you straight up you get it from this caliber of individual, and you also get it from the low tier gods of the world. You know, these females.
These females.
The thing you have to understand about these females, though.
These females, they don't know.
Her older self in the series, Mobius, X years later, is just downright hot. Just look at that long ponytail. Now we're talking. Number 1, 2, button my shoe. Princess Sally Acorn.
Yeah, of course.
I'll never forgive you for
She's the
this.
heir to the throne, Sonic's
of course.
Romance,
this.
The only character that used to not wear clothes.
Yep.
Brave and athletic.
Yep.
The most humanoid character, and is like a mother to Tails.
Yep.
In the TV show Sonic Sat AM.
Why make out with humans?
Thank you, Paige.
Cowardly Antoine constantly tries to woo Sally, but doesn't succeed because he's a coward. The princess is also a semi-perfect example of an excellent.
What is this footage?
Why? Like, isn't it like the fact that she's got just the vest on looks more naked? It's like Winnie the Pooh, where it's like it would be way better if there was nothing on at all, but it just seems extra naked.
She's the only one who didn't wear clothes.
Stop talking about it.
She grew very long hair and married Sonic in the future, becoming the queen. So, you've seen a pyrokinetic cat, a swallow, 2 gorgeous echidnas,
hot,
and a princess. Who could possibly top those kinds of females?
I wonder.
Well, get ready, folks.
Females
This is the #1 hottest Sonic.
With 6 minutes, the last 2 are dedicated. 2 and a bit are dedicated to #1.
Character.
Of course. The bat, baby.
The bat. If anybody denies
The only one that actually acts like sexually as a part of what she's doing.
Seducing other characters into getting what she wants.
Oh, the
Instead
thirst.
of having one love interest, she has two: Knuckles and Shadow the Hedgehog.
Wow,
Being a
wow.
treasure thief, she's only interested in one object set. Jewels, especially the Chaos Emeralds. There actually have been situations where Rouge's cleavage has been exposed.
Oh, damn! Oh, God!
No, censor, Reggie. Uniboob.
Oh, no!
Just like Reboot.
They took it away from them kids.
The best part is that she wears 3 different outfits unlike the other female characters. And who wouldn't want to fly across the landscape, be as strong as Sean Johnson, and flirt with any male anytime?
What are you Why are you dropping these random
Make Rouge the Bat triumph over all the
strength of a gym?
like
okay,
just out of nowhere?
Goes off to you, Sonic Team USA.
Just dropping shit in there out of nowhere. Showing your power level. Exposing your fucking cards.
In the Sonic universe. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy Valentine's Day, and I'll see you later. Here we go!
Oh my God almighty in his heaven. Unironic. Actual. And then, of course, the credits.
What is this song?
Legit. Legit.
Do you have to mute this? Oh, great. Pause. I'm missing all this last minute. Yeah, great. Finish?
Weakness. Weakness, Reggie.
I like cringe too, but
absolute weakness.
There's a limit. There's a limit.
And today, you're gonna find it.
So how about that Mom Sonic? Oh my God.
Live and learn, baby. Live and learn. What's the point of living if we don't learn, Reggie?
Of tomorrow. Yeah.
I hope Rick Astley doesn't get us in trouble.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I could have skipped all of that. Please. Oh my God, spare me.
Fin.
You people are weird.
Have you not been on the internet?
I've been around.
Like, are you unaware of like what Sonic is?
I usually walk out of, like, if I see the internet and there's like Sonic stuff and there's a Sonic fan and I keep scrolling, or I close the tab, or I just move on.
I mean, because this is like premium vintage, like this is what it was all about. It wasn't just Kingdom Hearts parking lots, man. It was people getting way too excited about Sonic the Hedgehog.
And they're females.
And everything to do with that. And God, like, yeah, nah, dude. There's a whole wide world out there, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this one had the decency to throw Cream's mom on the list.
Yeah, okay.
As opposed to the rabbit herself. But I bet you that was like probably number 11.
I don't know what the rabbit looks like, but I'm good.
It's literally just a fucking...
Yes, it's fine. I can probably imagine it's terrible.
Reggie, this is the internet, man. It's the Wild West out here.
Today is the most like a job that this job has actually felt like ever.
I'm like
now I'm like I feel like every dollar on the dot, this moment right there, that validates it. That's like, this is a job. You know when people say, hey, get into QA, video game QA, it's so fun, and then you're like, oh, but you don't know how it really is. You don't know how to today I clocked in. I clocked in for real. Oh, Paige.
I mean, I'm having like cringe, like power surges coming from this, and I'm being reminded of like deep early internet.
It's like you were out of shape, and then like you did a lap around the cringe circle, and then you're like, no, I'm good, I can handle this.
But I'm also equally fascinated at how unaware you are of this world, of just, dude, you can just sit on DeviantArt and just go through people's fucking madness, the delusions and the sadness and the horror.
Yeah.
You can. There's a couple of websites you can just sit on and dive forever. You know, their fan fictions, their OCs, hopes and dreams, all of it. It's out there. And then every once in a while, it gets compiled into a YouTube video, you know, like this. But I just, yeah. I'm equally shocked at that. At that as well. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. It's not good out there. It ain't good out there, bro.
It's not okay. It's not.
Well,
okay
we got to the bottom
there.
of that though. Those were the top 10 hottest females.
So which one was your
Blaze, the cat.
Blaze
the cat. She uses fire. She's the literal hottest.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, Sonic Rush is great.
Cool.
Introduction of the rush button.
All right. I'll take the mom because I assume it was not a
because it keeps you
somewhat grounded.
It keeps you off the stand. That's the pick that won't wind you up in front of a judge. Is that perhaps why? Yeah,
like pointing at the stand.
Yeah,
of starting females. I'm just like, and people are like, and I'm like,
maybe
the mom, like,
maybe
will you reconsider your choice, sir?
Maybe, just
yeah, the mom.
Maybe that pick won't smash cut to you in a cell.
All right, we have your information. We'll call you back.
All right. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, you got a long way to go, my friend. Oh, no. Wait, hold on. Oh, no.
So
no, we can't go. No, we can't. No. We can't do this.
I've heard the name of this.
No. We can't do this. Oh, no. God, I was talking shit. Okay, hold on. Stop. Everybody shut the fuck up. Now, hold on a minute.
And there are notes too.
Yes.
To limit the pain.
Now, this is a YouTube video. Therefore, I have to assume this is
fine,
okay.
Right? It's okay to watch, right?
But then again, earlier in the first session, it was not okay. So, Elfin Lied, I've gone on rants about. You've probably heard me talk about it once or twice.
You want to refresh my memory?
It is peak, what the fuck am I watching levels of anime.
Is Min still here?
Peak. And personally vetted? Okay, because we clicked on a Witcher clip in session 1 that was titties all out. And Elfin Lied is about 2 things. 3 things, maybe even. Titties all out. puppies.
I like puppies.
And then all of those things getting cut to pieces and murdered and gore and Guro.
Guro.
Right?
Yeah, fair.
And just zooming in on the
weird zooming in
on the bloody puppy and the slashed titties and like like just what the fuck am I watching?
Okay.
And I remember the dude at the anime club who came in and was like, you guys have to watch this. It's amazing.
You have to.
You have to watch it.
Okay.
And I remember that dude, and that dude was kind of weird. And after that, he got upgraded to extremely weird. I remember. And this thing from the jump goes right into it. Right? Just
no time to waste. Just
all that the thing, all that what I was talking about with Hitman earlier and all that to the maximum.
Okay.
Right? So like, yeah. It's just one of these things where it's like, if you were, I don't know. Anyways, whatever. Not to go down it again because I'm just recapping at this point. But it's like, if you're gonna just make Guro hentai, just make Guro hentai. But instead, this is like a real show.
As a real show to like feed it to the masses.
But it's just Guro hentai.
It should just be hidden for
it really and it's just one of those bits where you're like, let's pretend it's a real show, but it's just not.
I see.
You know. Let's zoom in on the piss. She's afraid. Let's get in there. Look at the piss. Now she gets her head cut off. There goes another puppy. Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you hard yet?
I'm good.
Anime.
Yeah. I hope this is safe.
I hope so too. So, all right, 128 to 323, personally vetted by Solidus.
Japan's Vengeance anime.
I mean, dude, sometimes you click on some shit and, you know, like whatever. There's a wide world. It's a whole medium out there. You know, don't forget that Austin Eruption. The word eruption comes from content. So,
Austin?
you know, that comes from content.
So there was a time 128 to 323.
Okay.
And then 308.
Yeah. Yeah, no, before Austin Eruption, his name was Boku no Eruption, and those who know what that reference is can teach you a thing or two about deep internet that we're describing as we get to this bottom of the list here. 128 to 323. The most replayed. All right, Ben at the Sage.
What do you have for us?
I fucking busted your back up real good in Philly one time.
Oh.
I broke a pool cue over this man's back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He was talking shit.
Deserved.
Oh! Well... yeah, okay. Okay, all right. I didn't realize we were actually just revisiting.
Oh, that was vicious.
Falling a bridge was not funny. I tried my best. It made me lose my back. I like your game reviews better. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Fruity. Son of a bitch.
Is this the violence against children that I was being told about? good. He's still good. Bro.
Violence! Yeah!
You broke it for real?
I never even saw these assholes before!
Dude.
Good times.
So, that was real, by the way.
It looked real.
That was super real. I broke the pool cue.
What the fuck? Like, I know you were acting, but that's some fucked up shit. That's the most fucked up shit I think.
Are we doing it or are we doing it? What are we doing?
Were you in a public place?
We were. I mean, it was a boardroom, but you know.
And like, you just broke a cue.
Are we doing it or are we doing it? I ate a goddamn ghost pepper. All right, for the bit.
No nonsense.
Don't talk to me about what is fucking too far or not too far. Thank you.
Hold on, there's like 10 seconds left of this and the last bit, right?
No, there's the 30:08 to
We
the end.
get until 3:23.
Okay.
Who knows?
Okay.
And then after 30:08, yeah.
He just said next bit though. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anyways, I was told to go for the bit.
Go in.
And I went in and I did my job as instructed. And you know, it was good times. Just what would McFoley do, you know? Yeah.
But being beaten unconscious got me to thinking, how do you know when an anime has achieved cult status?
Okay, yeah, no, we're good to skip. All right. So, let's see here.
From
30:08 and yeah.
Shorts are stupid!
Okay, so first time that
This stuck a little bit, but that's fine.
Yeah, he's tough. It's good.
Alright.
All right.
Oh, are you okay? I'm good.
Chonka's beautiful face.
I got fatty-oed! I got fatty-oed! Guys, somebody just got hit with a bat. Are you okay? Are you okay? Oh my god. How dare you hurt him?
Oh.
Outtakes,
All right.
man.
Hold on, let me get a film of this. Oh, Woolie.
Oh, that's a good one.
Real.
You want to sign your work?
I think I already did.
Oh my
My name is
god.
Bernard Sage. Welcome to Jackass. Beam. Hi, I'm Bernard Sage, and welcome to Jackass.
Oh my god.
Dude.
You gotta, just get a picture with your handiwork. When was the last time you were in a fight, Woolie? What happened, gentlemen?
I wanted to confirm that this tape point was where the weak point is supposed to be, because that's still intact. That didn't break. It actually shattered over his back. Dude, I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm really fine. I'm fine. I'm back.
Holy shit.
It's gonna bruise like hell. The point is
Right there.
right there.
And the shatter point was right there.
Here.
Okay. Good work, good business. We filmed.
Stagecraft.
Good stuff.
I don't know either, because I don't feel the
We just filmed an assault with
Yeah.
Woolie.
That was
Literally.
We will be seeing Exhibit A in court at a later date to be determined.
Listen, man. Listen, okay? As we saw there, I was handed a prop. I was not the prop master or the weapon master.
Okay.
I was told where the notch was.
And you went for a swing?
Listen.
Woolie Baldwin.
Listen, all right? The set of Rust, I don't know nothing about nothing.
No?
I was handed a prop. The prop had a thing on it where it was supposed to break. I used the prop as it was designed, and it did not function the way it was intended. That was not my job.
Technician's fault.
I'm not the weapon master. If someone hands me a gun on the set and says it's clear, I assume it's clear. What do you want me to say?
I guess you were within your rights.
What am I?
Yeah,
what am I supposed to do? Question the experts?
You had consent. Everything was ready to go.
All right.
Took a swing at it.
Yeah.
You're mad.
You'd be surprised. It takes less force than you think. Okay. More importantly, that wasn't actually Elfin Lied. Okay. I got real worked up.
No, that's fair.
And I told you,
fair.
and I warned you and told you exactly why. But yes. Okay. Thankfully, we just got worked up. We just got worked up for nothing. Okay. All right. What?
Another page submission?
What are we looking at here? Okay.
Fat Boy.
Okay.
Sigma grind set.
Yeah. Okay, I think I saw this. Yes. I think I saw this.
What the fuck?
So that was some of the many game devs that get argued with on Twitter. Don't worry about it.
Quadrillionaire.
Sigma Pride.
Okay.
All right, we get it. Sure, man. All right.
Sigma baby. Jeez. I think that was the roughest one yet. That was definitely the roughest one yet.
Sigma what?
I don't even know, man. I don't even know.
Careful. I mean, I would say that, like, yeah, we, over the course of this whole list, that's the first time you actually took some damage.
What the?
Yeah. Yeah. You would have, if we actually had to go into Elfin Lied, that was gonna get real weird real quick.
Yeah, based off what you said.
I'm
and what
thankful we didn't.
Said,
well, I gave you the.
My friend was like, "Yeah, don't go."
I gave you the crib notes on
it.
it.
Crib notes, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm
yeah,
good.
yeah." It's got a cool intro with a song sung in Latin, and it's a very nicely, beautifully sung song. O Castitas Lilium still stands out to this day, and that's the end of it. Go watch the OP if you want to know, but that's it. That's about it. And yes, I've heard that the adaptation to anime is somehow saner and cleaner than the actual manga original, which is somehow even fucking worse. So I've heard.
Alright. Time to get back to DeviantArt and find more Sonics.
I mean, you've dodged some deep. What were you up to circa 2000 to 2007 on the internet? Were you on the internet or were you IRL?
I got on the internet in 2002 from home.
First time.
But, well, not first time, but before that, like, first time was like 98 maybe, but at a friend's place.
A little bit here. But like browsing. 2002.
You know, like, just,
whoa.
You know? And then 2002, I got my computer for the first time. Internet,
yeah.
High-speed Videotron.
Okay, you missed out on a lot.
Yes. I was
especially
not into the Alta Vista.
Yeah, especially if you're getting your feet wet and figuring out how to do it for the first time.
Yeah,
because that was like I
got there late.
I was class of 2002, so that
Okay.
was like graduating from high school at that point,
Okay.
and I had like been fucking deep in there from elementary,
you're one of
days.
those,
Yeah. No, 90s internet, in there.
So you remember like all the programs,
All of it. They're from the beginning.
all the Napsters, WinMX,
All
Direct
of it,
Connect,
dude. Like I wasn't.
MIRC, ICQ,
All of it. IRC for sure. I wasn't on the BBS forums because like that was a whole other level of like just like computer fucking science degrees on college universities and campuses and shit like that. Like that's another level. But like yeah, once we got our Pentium, because we had a 386. Once we got our Pentium and we got dial-up 28.8, that was it, And before that, I remember there was like a Mech Warrior game. I talked about it a bunch. This place called Monde Virtuel, Virtual World, where you could go in and do these really cool mech battles in a real cockpit with full-on gas pedals, controls, and twin sticks and everything. And then they had an internet connection and let you browse, And the only website I knew back then was nuke.com because that was the one that was advertised in GamePro magazine.
Okay.
And
that was the only website.
It was the only website I knew. It was 1997.
Damn.
And
let's go on the website.
GamePro magazine advertised nuke.com, a website about video games. And that's the only, so that's what I did, because like, again, like it was like there wasn't a search engine at the time. Like it was if there was, we didn't really know, but it was just, there was their homepage and then there was address and you had to know what to type in.
Yeah.
And like, it wasn't like, oh, search for, no. It was like, if you know where to go, you'll get somewhere. But if you don't know where to go, good luck. Right. And that's how and why a lot of domain squatting was worth way more back then. Because you would just be like, I don't know what's over at fucking America.com. Let's just go and see. Because you weren't going to just sit and search and get the results. You were typing in random stuff because that's the only way to get places before you got a search engine going, And even if you were on a search engine, not everything was logged properly. So anyways, yeah, there was a whole era of late 90s internet culture into the aughts that like
all these websites
happened.
Like Angel Fire,
sure, and then the communities and so on. And with that, after a couple of years of getting used to basic internet, and early memes and all that, then you also get used to like the depths and the where fandom intersects with just like complete unhinged inability,
degeneracy,
and inability to understand like how people work. So yeah, this is just all nostalgic. Anyways, there we go, we did it.
Fun times.
End of part 1, end of 2022. That was a lot of slop.
That was a lot of nonsense.
That was a lot of slop. But I have to say I prefer. I'm happy that you got out, that you didn't get out unscathed.
It was going so well. It was going so well.
I'm glad that you got to feel something.
Like, before these streams, I was like, oh, cool, we're gonna see some stuff. It's gonna be cool.
Reggie,
and now I'm just like, oh, they're trying to hurt me out there.
Sometimes you gotta hurt yourself to see if you still feel. Sometimes you gotta remember that you're alive. And how else but to feel these things? You need a reminder.
Hurt me more, Paige. Hurt me more.
Don't let your mouth write checks that your ass can't cash, my friend. Wu-Tang Chicken, how you doing? Yeah. The Patriarchy, what's up? Thank you for the 2 months. Welcome aboard. And the Switch, Pen wasn't damaged. No! Pen was a special penguin that survived fine on beer, but I assume the average penguin might not do so well. Animals plus alcohol. I've seen it. They get fucked up. Rough. There's a tree where there's like an orange tree, I think, and then the orange is fermented, and then all the animals around were going to eat from it because all the fermented fruit fell to the ground and was easy to access, and it was just a fucking zoo, a wild kingdom of animals slipping and fucking falling and just stumbling ass over fucking head. And yeah, drunken animals, wild shit. Mundane Lotus, hey Woolie and Reggie, always appreciate these streams. Thank you. Appreciate the 9 months. Cheers. Dread FGC, how you doing? What a thing to walk in on. I'm not sure which one, but I'm sure it was quality.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. Queequeg, how you doing? Thank you very much for the support. That's a very generous donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Queequeg. Very kind of you. Average human mother. Yes, the height of an average human mother. Indeed. Cappuccino Grill, how you doing? At the end of this glorious season finale, let's look at some of the numbers. 200 plus videos. The point difference at the end is 108 versus 109. A 1 point difference. Good slop, Woolie, Reggie, and chat. That is a 1 point difference, but Team Reddit does take it. The Super Bowl ring goes to Team Reddit. Congratulations.
Yep, on the final play.
And if Reggie had his way and we skipped away from the top 10 hottest females in Sonic, there would have been another point demerit. But there's nowhere to skip to because we hit the end of the list. Right? So you would have judged it even harsher.
Oh, yeah, just a bit harsher. Just a wee bit.
Nope, I'm not doing it.
What are you saying? What's going on?
I'm not doing it. My Fitbit, which thanks to Punch Mom, which I wear now, has been hooked up to my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I get a notification or a message or something, I get a little buzz on my wrist, and I can tap it like this, and I can see, oh, what's the notification? And it'll say, text from Paige with attachment. And I can see right here on my wrist that I don't need to open my phone and look at that attachment. I don't need to see what's going on. Because I know what's waiting. I know where this goes.
I don't.
But you know who doesn't? This guy.
What am I being shown here? What's going on?
Oh, it's a hand turkey. Okay. I've been sent a hand turkey. Okay.
It's a pretty bad hand turkey.
Let me scroll back to the previous text messages I got before this hand turkey. Like this one.
I remember you showed me some stuff in the past, and I'm like, oh, I don't know where this is going. You're gonna remind me of stuff that I don't want to see.
Or this one.
Yeah, this is. Oh, God.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. This is what it usually looks like. You know, good times.
This is fine.
Here you go.
This is less fine.
There you go.
This is.
Welcome. Yokoso. Welcome to internet. How you doing? We all right? All right. Everybody, it's been a good one. It's been real. Iridium, now people know what hurts Reggie. That they do. Chillaxing J, hope you guys enjoyed the pinnacle of art that was the top 10 hottest Sonic characters. Hottest females. Get it right. Emperor Dread, I enjoy these slop streams. Thanks, fellas. Not a problem. Thank you kindly for tuning in.
Can I just call my Uber? Can I just?
But content, Reggie. Content.
Yeah, that's fine. Just chop it up, put it up on the channel. You know, it's fine. It's fine. This is my life now.
I could just fucking. You're locked in until I click this button. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time.